Oh, hello. The scene already switched. Hi guys. Hello, hello. How are you doing? Distilled. Or we already asked that. You're doing good. Well, I hope your Minecraft. You're not planning to blow up your Minecraft build, are you? I hope not. That'd be a shame. Hold on. I'm just like fixing up my setup here, so it's immersive and cool. Are you? Oh, that'd be a shame. I mean, I don't know if you's gonna be like. Hold on, the music's so loud. Like, I don't know if you's gonna. I told Vito I blow everything after she saves the world. Okay, because I wasn't sure if you's gonna save the world for download for you guys to keep if you wanted to. But that's good at least. I mean, then by all means blow it up, right? Seems like a good way to like end things. But I'm doing good. Hello, everyone, and whoever else is in chat. I'm kind of having breakfast and also just chilling out. I wanted to stream yesterday, but I literally have been in such a rut for some reason, like mentally lately, that I just couldn't like do anything. I was I was planning to play Rad, a Robot Alchemic Drive, which is like a PS2 game, but I don't know. I just couldn't stream yesterday. I just couldn't stream. I don't think I'll be doing it today, unfortunately, because I do have to leave quite early, so it's probably gonna be a short stream today, unfortunately. But you know what? I wanted to make up for like promising to stream yesterday and then not streaming at all with a little short like art stream at least, because today actually I'm going to hang out with some friends and watch a new Mario movie, the Mario Galaxy movie. So that should be fun, right? That should be fun. Have you guys heard about it? I actually don't think I've seen the first Mario movie. Maybe I have. Like I just put it on the background because I'm pretty sure it's on like Netflix or something. And I like to put on movies while I like do stuff. So I don't think I watched it fully like with my undivided attention. But I'm gonna watch this one in theaters with my sibling and a friend of ours, and it should be fun. I'm leaving around like 4 hours, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'm sure it'll be fun. I heard a bit about it. Only the people that show up and what they might be trying to do. What? I heard rad, and I thought the Minecraft mod pack. So thankfully you clarified before I got the wrong idea. No, it's a I don't even know how to describe it. I don't even know anything about Robot Alchemic Drive, but all I know is that is it has a silly character that is so funny that I want to meet in the game, and that's what makes me want to play it. So maybe I don't know. I don't want to make a promise, but I don't know. Maybe tomorrow we'll stream it if I feel like it. If I'm not so much in a rut. I want to stream more than like once every 2 weeks, guys. Like, what is happening with me? Sounds kind of cool. It is a pretty cool game. I don't know much in terms of like gameplay for Rad, but just like the character cutscenes in the game is so funny that I'm like it has like that like early 2000s like character whimsy. I can't really explain, but it's like it's so funny. It's an originally like a Japanese game, right? It has like Japanese characters and everything, but it got like a localization translation like dubbing for the Western release of the game, and the character acting for the Western release is so fucking funny. It's so good. It's almost like from the clips I've seen at least, I didn't want to like spoil too much of the game for myself, but from the few clips that I saw that really like grabbed my attention for the game, I was like, This reminds me of the the US dubbing for the anime Ghost Stories, and I fucking love that anime. Don't feel like you have to force yourself if you can't stream. I know. And I've been busy lately as well. Um it's not like I haven't been really doing much. I'm not doing as much as I would like to, but I've been doing a few things in the background for like Neverlive that I can't really show just yet, but we'll see in a few months. So I've been busy in the back doing some stuff for some Neverlivers. But when it comes to my own streams, I can't I've been in like a bit of a weird state with how I approach things. I don't know. Like I don't know how to explain it. I have the desire to stream, and like I want to stream. It's not like I don't want to stream. But when it comes around to it, I'm just like, no, I'd rather just like rot in my bed and just like be depressed. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's a really weird like state of limbo that I'm in my head. I can't really describe it properly. That's kind of fair though, yeah. But I'm trying my best. At least I'm not fully like not doing anything, you know what I mean? Bed rotting is really nice. I mean, it can be nice. There's always a balance to these things. Of course, when you have like stuff that you need to finish, you can't really be bed rotting all that much, especially when deadlines are coming up. You know, you don't want to disappoint people. So we'll see. I'm really excited though. I've had the opportunity to do a few more projects lately, and I'm very happy that people are in demand for my work, for my arts. So now I have to not I have to. I also want to, but now I have to deliver, you know what I mean? Uh but yeah, if I get bored of art, I might switch to playing a game or something. God forbid it might be Overwatch. God forbid it might be maybe not Minecraft, because I don't think I'll have enough time to do anything in Minecraft if I start like midstream. But if I get bored of art, then I might switch to playing a different game. No promises if it is Overwatch. No promises if I actually do play another thing on stream. But I wanted to make myself hold on. I wanted to make myself a reactive PNG because I saw on a mutuals thing, like a mutuals account on Twitter, a really cool design, and I kind of had an idea of wanting to do something like similar. And it's been a while since I made myself a reactive PNG. It'd be nice because when I played Apex with Vico the other night, I was it used my Discord profile picture of like the Uma Musume, and it was just like a big square, and I'm like, Paro needs a good one, and I don't want to use the Paro horse head one because it I want it to be whimsical. I want it to be more reactive, right? I want it to have a bit more effort into it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a reactive PNG with like the mouth moving and it bounces and it does all its little things, you know. It'll be fun. Hold on. Let me look up that mutuals account. Because I don't want to like exactly copy like the art style, of course, but like the idea of it is like it's like very sketchy and it's very simple, but it has like a lot of like movement, and I want that. 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 Um, yeah, the Uma PNG. I can't find it. Whatever. That's okay. Wait, maybe I'm not looking hard enough. Oh, there it is. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. But yeah, if you guys want to do something in the background, or if you guys want to just keep me in the background while you go do your thing, I don't mind. Again, with like my art streams, uh, I'll probably focus more on arts than chatting too much. I won't have a lot of topics unless you guys want to chat with me in the chat. Then of course I'll respond, right? But feel free to just keep me in the background and listen or whatever while I draw, and listen to the music if you want to listen to my music. I have Bossa Nova on because I am in a Bossa Nova mood, and it's it's brightening up my mood, I'd say. When I was on Mystic Stream the other day, you used my Discord profile picture, and I felt a bit self-conscious. What is your Discord profile picture? Isn't it Teto? Is it Teto? Oh, it's Kita. Yeah, it's Kita from Bochi the Rock. I've been matching with 3 friends from that meme a few months back. Oh, that's cute. That's really cute. I don't know. Hold on. I need to open up my inspiration mood board. Honestly, as much as I want to draw, I kind of just feel like chatting and not focusing too much on drawing. I know I'm like flip-flopping around. Hold on. It happens. It happens. Let me know if audio is good, by the way. Also, I've had this weird thing on my PC, like for like the past week. I fixed it now, but it was really strange. Um, for some reason, on certain parts of like I have 3 monitors. I turned off my third one because it's a drawing tablet that I have began to stop using just because it's like showing its age and it's like a bit unwieldy now, quote unquote. But I usually I have it turned off now, so I'm only really using 2 monitors. Anyways, for the past week and a half or so or something, um, there has been certain spots on both the monitors that when I move my cursor over it, it like lags the cursor for like a frame, and then it like keeps going in the direction that I'm moving it. And it was really strange because whenever I'd play a video or whenever I'd play like a game, for example, Overwatch that I've been playing a lot, it would intermittently like stutter. Like I'd say like I don't know, every 2 or 3 seconds, it would just like pause for a frame, and you would notice it because it would stutter, and it would keep going, right? And it was just so weird. And so I'm like, why the fuck is it doing that? It has to be like the new like it started happening when I updated my graphics drivers. So I was like, well, it has to be the new graphics drivers that I have, because why else would it start doing that after I've like updated my graphics drivers? I have a 3080 Ti, and I'm like, okay, well, let's just like roll back a driver update, and maybe it'll fix it. Okay, so I roll it back, right? To the update, to the driver update previous to that, when it was running fine. I restart my PC after I reinstalled the previous driver, and I turn my PC back on, and it's still stuttering. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, so then I look on Reddit to see if there's solutions to like to some screen stuttering, and then they're like, okay, well, the results that I found for the fixes were like, okay, then just like go on device manager and like reinstall your monitor drivers. I doubt it would work because that shit never works. When people tell you to reinstall your like your device drivers or like uninstall or disable your devices on your PC, that shit never works. I'm telling you right now, from all the tech issues I've ever had, be it like a mouse issue or something, or like a monitor issue or something, where it's like not working. People tell you, oh yeah, just like uninstall and reinstall the device on device manager and it should work. That shit never works, dog. It's like a placebo effect. And I don't know why people keep falling for it, but I gave it the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's like that, okay? You know what? I'll try it. I reinstall, I uninstall the device. Delete System 32. Hell no. Hell no. I uninstall the device. I reinstall it. I restart my PC. Of course, I thought, it doesn't work still. It doesn't work. Like, it's still stuttering. It's still doing its thing. So I'm like, well, I also recently had a Windows update, like last week. So I'm like, might as well roll that back. So I rolled back that Windows update, the previous one that I had 2 weeks ago, and I reset my PC and everything, and to my surprise, it worked. And I'm like, why the fuck would that like cause specifically my monitors to stutter when it's clearly like a graphics issue? Maybe it's like in tandem with like the graphics driver and the Windows update. Like you just never know these things because I'm like I have a basic knowledge of like tech literacy. I'm not tech illiterate to like any degree, but like the inner workings of like how a computer works and like all this shit, like I just don't know why some things happen when they do. So I'm assuming it's like in tandem with the new Windows update and my graphics drivers that's causing it to like, I don't know, conflict with itself. I'm not sure. It's weird. It's the strangest thing ever, right? And so actually, you know, let me finish the story. It's not done yet. So it actually didn't fix itself. Hi Roni, welcome in. I hate Windows Update. It's the worst. I usually don't update my Windows like as soon as the update comes out because that just breaks my shit, and it's the most annoying thing ever. Anyways, so the update rollback wasn't the thing that fixed it, as I said before. Thank you for the lurk, Owl Blockade. It was like the beginning of the fix, right? So when I rolled it back, it was still stuttering, whatever. I actually went back into the NVIDIA app where you like get your driver updates for your graphics card. And I was just looking around to see like what I can do. Maybe it was like some weird thing in the NVIDIA settings that like disabled or enabled, and it just caused it to do this suddenly for one weird reason. What fixed it? Actually, it was the weirdest fucking thing. You know how in the NVIDIA app, if you have a NVIDIA graphics card, you can do surround screen, which basically just like links. If you have two separate monitors, it just links both of them and stretches it, right? And you can have one long like 4K wallpaper across two monitors, and it's like a continuation, right? So what fixed it was me enabling that, and then it when I enabled it, it had to do like its thing where it like refreshes the monitors and everything, and it fixed it. And I'm like, huh, the stuttering's gone. That is the weirdest fucking thing. And I didn't want to have the monitor like surround thing at all, so I disabled it, and the stuttering like was not back at all. Like it just fixed it after like I enabled that setting that one time. So I'm like, why the fuck would that cause it to fix itself? So I'm thinking maybe it's not even the Windows updates. Maybe it wasn't even the graphics driver at all. It was just, or maybe it was, or it was just like that weird thing. If I never like enabled the monitor surround setting, it would I would still be like stuttering. Like it was so fucking weird. Anyways, so I haven't been playing Overwatch for a little bit. Well, I have been. I haven't been grinding for, as you may know, VU, Grimmy, Mystic have been grinding for drives recently. I literally can't play competitive because of the stuttering. The most I've done lately was just quick play. And the reason why is because my screens have been stuttering so much that it would literally throw my games. Quite honestly, it would actually like if I try to like flick, if I would try to turn around, there is such an input delay along with the stutter that like it would just make the game unplayable. It felt so unnatural that I'm like, okay, well I'm still gonna play Overwatch, but I can't rely on myself to be able to play competitive because it's just not gonna be an enjoyable time, as enjoyable as competitive is, right? You know what I mean? Like I already hate playing competitive, and I would love to get drives, but it's just like I can't play with it stuttering. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna try to find a fix for this. I fixed it and everything. So now that it's good, I might get on some Overwatch comp in the future. Anyways, that's my story. It is weird, right? I had one that legit almost broke my laptop when I tried to run Minecraft. Yeah, that shit is so annoying. Like Windows updates. My best advice for Windows updates, like wait a few weeks. Literally wait a few weeks before you install the new Windows update. Wait a month even. Wait as long as you possibly can, because if you do more than just gaming on your computer, say you like run programs like editing, whatever, you do some video editing, you stream, God forbid, it will actually break your shit a lot of the time. So I would wait for a while before you install new Windows updates. But it's annoying when it happens because it doesn't tell you. The worst part is like it doesn't tell you what it breaks until you figure it out later down the line. So like a lot of the time what breaks for me is when I update my computer, be it like a a Windows update or a graphics driver update, is it breaks my audio inputs and my audio in general. So for OBS, it would it would reset my microphone source to default, and I I've gotten to the habit of doing an audio check before I start stream, so that when I start stream, I'm not just speaking while my mic isn't actually picking up any audio. So I look to see if the meter's going right. A lot of the time after a Windows update, nothing would capture because it would just reset back to default. So we're good. Actually, it happened with first stream today that none of none of my audio sources were the correct ones for all my audio stuff on my OBS. So that shit is just annoying. So I would wait for a while. But yeah. But yeah. But yeah. Anyways, I have some coffee here and have some like oatmeal. I have those like Quaker Oats like oatmeal packs with like the bits of cinnamon and green apple in it. That's my breakfast. And have some coffee as well while I draw. I haven't been drawing, I'm sorry. I've just been yapping. That sounds nice. Yeah, exactly. Common Windows L. I mean, what can you do, right? What can you do? God, Bossa Nova is so nice. I had some bulldog earlier and I haven't slept yet. Oh my goodness. I heard that Vico was playing some Apex earlier. Did he play with you guys? Not earlier. I mean, like last night. Some custom games. Ah, I see. I see. I see. Jeez, and we tried to snipe him again. Did you succeed in getting into his games? Does that mean you haven't slept since then? That's crazy. Or did you take a little nap in between? Because that's been it's been like 12 hours? No, 8 hours. When did he end stream? Like midnight? Not this time, sadly. No, no, not. Oh my god, man. Well, after my stream and only after my stream, you should take a nap. I fell asleep for like an hour mid stream, I guess. Oh, I see, I see, I see. Well, that's good. Well, Posa. Hello, Saya. How are you? Not feeling too tired though. Yeah. I mean, after you've had a meal, sometimes you don't feel tired. So, but you can say the opposite a lot of the time. After a meal, dude, every time I eat out, it doesn't matter if it's just by myself or I'm with friends. Every time I eat out, I have a nice succulent Chinese meal outside of my house. After my meal, I'm just like, oh, I want to sleep right now. I've had the urge sometimes to just like fall asleep at the table, and I just don't even want to like get an Uber home and just like go to sleep right away. I just like, okay, I've had my meal. I want to go to bed. Just came home from SM. Oh, did you buy some stuff? Did you go shopping? Meow meow meow. What'd you do, man? Also, I was lurking in Vico's stream for a little bit, on and off. I was surprised to not see Saya hop on when he was playing Apex. I guess they were busy. Yeah, the meal is crazy good. You go into a food coma almost. Yeah, no, like that's so real. Like without fail, like if the food is like bussin', like I'm telling you, if the food was absolutely bussin', you go into the food coma. Like you can't escape it. Oh, it's either pass out or outside. Ah, I see. Understandable. Understandable. Hopefully, you had a good day yesterday, though, or last night, or whatever. I'm gonna go to Japan again this July with my oomphs. New subs? What? Eh? Why'd I get new subs? Oh my god, Mocha! I got the new sub thing before the notification came up. Thank you for the sub, Mocha. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hopefully Embassy accepts my visa app. Hopefully your trip to Japan goes well. Where are you guys going? Are you gonna go to? Where are you guys gonna end up in Japan? Hi Mocha. Hopefully you're doing well. I missed you, man. Tokyo apparently will stay in Ikebukuro since it's Fujo Central. Huge. It's anything. It's anything. It's anything central, honestly. I'd love to go to Japan someday. But honestly, more than Japan, I'd love to go to China someday. I'd love to go to China someday. After seeing a little bit of whoops. After seeing a bit of Tip to Tip, the Michael Reeves, and I'm not done it yet. I just started when they I've just started now. Uh but I've had the desire to want to go to China. I mean, I've been wanting to go to China for like a while, but I don't know. I just love the I don't know. I don't know what it is. Um, I see a lot of like videos about like Chinese rural living, and I'm just like that seems like such a vibe. I want to go there. I romanticize it in my head so much that I'm like as much as China's so cool with like being modern with their cities and stuff, like I want to go to the Chinese countryside and just like chill, you know what I mean? China's really nice, although I've only been to Shenzhen. Oh, good luck with the summer heat. It's no joke. Yeah, like it's crazy. I'm not excited about that. I mean, you're coming from the Philippines, going to Japan. I don't think it's too different or too different. Sorry. In July though, that's gonna be hot regardless. I went 2 years ago, July as well. Oh, nice. I'll have fun. Have fun with you and your friends. No, it's real different, is it? Mmm. It'd be my Filipino ass. Oh, that's crazy. The heat in Southeast Asia, I thought, is like the worst hell on earth ever. I'm surprised you can say like heat in Japan could beat it, but I've never been, so like I don't have much to say about that. My deodorant deadass did not work. Real? Is that real? Like humidity and everything. I need my Jisoo life. I don't even know what that is. I went to Korea about 2 years ago for my graduation. Apparently, it was like 37 degrees Celsius one day. I need a stronger one. Ooh, I see, I see. The most I've been, like, I've been to Taiwan. Um, Beautiful country, but I'd love to visit China. More specifically, I want to go to Hong Kong a lot because it's the setting of one of my favorite games ever, Sleeping Dogs. And ever since I played that game, like I say around about a decade, maybe like 13 years ago, I'm like in my head as a kid, I'm like that's one of the places that I have to visit before I die. Like I want to go to Hong Kong. Like that place is like ultra romanticized in my head so much. Like Hong Kong is so cool to me. Hong Kong, yes, yes. Mocha, let's go to Hong Kong, man. Let's go on a Hong Kong trip. Chat, let's go on a Hong Kong trip. Guys, every sub that you sub will go towards Paro's Hong Kong trip. I don't even know how much a ticket would be. You know what? Let's look it up. Let's look up tickets to Hong Kong from, let's say I'm flying from Toronto. Toronto. I don't live in Toronto, so it doesn't matter. I'm not doxing myself. Toronto to Hong Kong. I'll probably have. There's probably no direct flights, right? I'll probably have to take a thing. So we can go. Okay, interesting. There are direct flights. That's crazy. Okay. Ooh, that's crazy. The cheapest flight, just from looking it up now. We can fly United from Toronto to Hong Kong. A whole 23 hours and 44 minutes. One stop. Where is this? Where's the one stop? Where is this? Where's SFO? Where's SFO? SFO airport. San Francisco. Okay, so I'll be flying from Toronto to San Francisco. You know, I can just leave from Vancouver then. Why don't I just go from Vancouver? Because that's the destination I take when I go to the Philippines. So why don't I just go from Toronto to no Vancouver to Hong Kong. Yeah, let's go from there. Sorry, I don't know why I chose Toronto. Okay, so top three flights from Google says Korean Air is a 19-hour direct flight from Vancouver International Airport to Hong Kong. 19 hours. Actually, no, there's one stop. Why is this like red? Overnight layover. There's a 3-hour layover. Never mind. There's a 3-hour layover from what is this? What airport is that? Anyways, it's around 1,284 Canadian dollars. Oh no, this is what the fuck? It keeps changing. Stop changing. Stop changing. Why is it changing? Are from Hong Kong, yeah. A lot of people from Vancouver are Pakopia. Pokopia. Pokopia. Is that the new Pokemon game? Poko Pokopia. Poko Pokopia, isn't it? Pokopia. Pokopia. Proud to support Paro. Thank you. Bring Mystic. Yes, I should bring Mystic. We should. You know what? That's the ideal. I want to bring all the Neverlivers to Hong Kong. Anyways, looking at flights, top departing flights, cheapest departing flights. We can fly with China Eastern, Vancouver to Hong Kong, 17 hours 25 minutes, one stop in PVG. I don't know what airport that is. $1,284. We can go fly with Hong Kong Airlines, 14-hour 30-minute flight nonstop, direct flight from Vancouver for $1,465. Or we can fly with Air Canada, which is right around 14 hours. So 30 minutes cheaper, which is interesting. Which is $1,491. Honestly, it's like right around the same amount of time if I were to fly from Vancouver to Taoyuan in Taiwan, or Vancouver to Manila. That's actually not too bad. Like if I'm flying with Air Canada, it's not too bad. Anyways, I thought 1.5 grand. That's not including like accommodations or like trip expenses at all. Just for the ticket alone. Guys, do you think we can raise that? Do you think we can raise that through subs alone? Guys, sub right now if you think this is a good idea. On Kami-sama, Crody. Toronto Benjugyo desu. What's up, Shardy? You bad mecha still. It's always Canadian saying Pokopia. Toronto Benjugyo desu. You're speaking that Toronto Ben. Wagwan Crody. Grimmy hates it when me and Chris speak in a Toronto accent or the Toronto fucking slang. She hates it. I love doing it because I think it's such a funny thing to do. But Grimmy hates that shit. Getting a stray wazzles, fam. Tutus to my word, Kroski. Tutus to my word, stray wazzles, fam. If you're not from the 6, don't even talk to me, fam, still. Don't even talk to me, man. Don't even talk to man them. I'm not Canadian of any sort, but this is slightly giving me an ick. You're on the same boat as Grimable, I'd say, honestly. Straight wazzles, fam. But it is a little, it's a little like daunting to travel the world nowadays, or recently, I guess. Well, with the whole like with the whole gas crisis and everything. But my roommate is actually going on a trip back to the Philippines in around 2 months, and all her friends are telling her like just be careful because like it's the gas prices back there are like kind of crazy. I mean, it's crazy here too. Like it's bad. It's bad everywhere, right? But just not having like that security of like transportation and everything is a little bit scary. But honestly, it's not that big of a worry if you think about it. I think she'll be absolutely fine. If you want some recommendations, I can give you some places you might want to go to in Hong Kong. Absolutely. You know what? You tell me and I'll look them up. You know what? Should we do that? Fuck drawing, honestly. Fuck drawing still. Can we just like watch some can we just watch some like walking around in Hong Kong videos? Guys, a bit of a guilty pleasure of mine is watching those like those videos of people just like walking around in like China. I think it's so fun. Downtown walking tour. Fuck it, dude. This is a year ago? Hell yeah. Well, I might need to get a new window capture here. Hold on. Same just YouTube. But we're gonna switch captures. 4K. 4K looking at I'll get through Hong Kong. Like how cool is this city? I remember a few months ago on stream I was talking about the Kowloon walled city and how that was such a cool like societal and like an architectural phenomena that unfortunately doesn't exist anymore, and I think about it a lot still. It's a bit of it's a bit of my Roman Empire. You guys hear? Hold on. Do you hear audio from that? I don't think you do. I don't think you hear audio. There. Now you should be able to hear audio. There we go. This looks like central. Yeah, this is like right in downtown. This is on the video. The sleeper agent woke me up, holding the traffic noise. That is so grating. Is that the crossing? Is that the crossing noise? That like that. The ringing. Is that what it sounds like? God, I thought the ones in Canada were so annoying. I would like rip my ears out if I heard that. Actually, the ones in Canada, like a lot of them, it's becoming more common. But here in my city, at least, it's becoming more and more common to have like a voice for for seeing impaired people to be able to cross the street a lot more safely. It's a lot more common to hear a voice accompanied by like the ringing sound when you know you can when you know you can cross the street. It just says walk, 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 or sometimes it just says or sometimes it's like a different word, but usually it's just like a robotic woman's voice saying walk like over and over again until it turns like red light again, or no, green light. Sorry. This is cool. I mean, it's so dense. I can't imagine. I can't imagine the traffic. Like if you were a local living in Hong Kong, I can't imagine how bad the traffic would be. Like this is like in peak rush hour. Rush Hour mentioned. Sorry. I love that movie. In peak rush hour, I can only imagine absolute gridlock with how narrow the streets are. Those are traffic light noises. The whole area is like the central building district, but everything's like 20 to 50% more expensive here than like if you went to Tsim Sha Tsui. I love that. It feels like home. I bet though, I bet. I don't know if I said that right also. I'm sorry if I butchered that, absolutely butchered that. Tsim Ha Tsui. It's close enough, don't worry about it. I just want to be right, man. I just want to say it correctly. Nothing. I will say this as someone who has grown up in a different country and now lives in a different country also. Nothing fills me with more joy and whimsy and a bit of like hometown pride than flying back home and like walking around in a place that you grew up in and like feeling like a local again. But at the same time, after living in Canada for so long, I know that other people in my hometown don't see me as a local because I don't look or act or walk or talk like they do anymore, just because I've lived in Canada for so long that I'm just like, but in my head I still feel like that, but it's like a intrinsic feeling that I have that I can't really say that, oh yeah, that I can't really express to other people in a proper way, or should I ever do that? You know what I mean? But it fills me with a lot of like joy and whimsy to like go back to my hometown and just like walk around like this. The TS is like a ch. Tsim Sha Tsui. Is that better? Hopefully it's better. I love watching videos like this. Like it's immersive. I can imagine. It's really cool. It's awesome. Anyways, I can imagine putting on a VR headset and just like putting on one of these videos and just like, you know, being so immersed. But I know Hong Kong is definitely like top three places in the world that I want to visit before I die. Definitely. If I ever go here, I definitely want to bring someone who speaks Cantonese to any amount. Maybe Mystic. I don't think Mystic is from Hong Kong though. I know they are Cantonese, but they might be from. Their family might be from like mainland, although I'm not too sure. Again, this is something I have never asked them. But I know people from Hong Kong speak a different sort of dialect of Cantonese than people from like Shenzhen or something. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I have heard this from multiple of my Cantonese friends who are from Hong Kong, who are from Guangzhou or like Shenzhen, that they're like, oh yeah, people from Hong Kong speak a little bit differently than people in like mainland China who speak Cantonese. They said they were in Hong Kong when they were like 3, but they don't remember it. Oh, that's awesome. That's crazy. Awesome. Sick. But yeah, not to the amount that it's like unintelligible, but it's like they have a different accent, which is cool. This is also something I remember from like the Sleeping Dogs game, is all the bamboo scaffolding. When I was like, when you like drive around the city, when you just walk around the city, you see like all the bamboo scaffolding. It's kind of cool that they still use that. The game was like made in like 2014, right? But it's kind of cool that they still use that to this day, bamboo scaffolding. Like you'd imagine they'd start like using like metal and stuff. That's awesome. I mean, most mainland China speaks Mandarin and Hong Kong speaks mainly Cantonese. The only like dialect is some Guangzhou province. But I heard they are slowly disappearing. Oh, is that right? Oh, it's a bit of a shame. So is Cantonese being like phased out in southern China and being replaced with more Mandarins? It's just like, is Mandarin like the lingua franca of? It is, right? It is, right? I'm assuming it's like getting a bit more phased out in more predominantly Cantonese speaking regions in China. It's a bit of a shame. It's like only Hong Kong and that one province that speaks Cantonese. Would it be like Macau or something? I had one friend. No, not. I don't think. I had one acquaintance from college who was from Macau. Craziest place to ever meet someone from is Macau, of all places. They're like, yeah, I'm from Macau. Anyways, that's it. I'm like, that's cool. Actually, also, the first time I ever heard of that country was from that person. And I don't even think it's a country, but they spoke of it like it was its own like thing. But I'm pretty sure it's also part of China. But recently, Hong Kong companies have tried to 602. I see. But recently, Hong Kong companies have tried to connect with mainland customers, and also they require Mandarin too. Oh, that's cool. I see. I know this is like central, right? I know this is like central business district, the CBD of Hong Kong. Like this is right in the middle of heart of downtown. But it's actually quite baffling to see how many foreigners are here. And I know it's a very like common like tourist area, but a lot of these foreigners seem to be like they work here. They have like business attire on, like they have suits on and everything, like they're going to work. And it makes sense, right? It's a bit of a business hub, Hong Kong is. But like I'm just like watching the video and it just seems like there's so much like just like a lot of foreigners, which is just really cool. It's also been a former British colony, yeah, right? It's pretty annoying because I'm trying to get a placement for next year and I can't speak Mandarin. Oh, you're trying to, like, what does that mean? Like, you're trying to move to Hong Kong? So I'm shut down. Ah, that's a shame. So you speak Cantonese, like, only? Like a year-long internship? Oh, that sucks. So I have a question. So I know they're completely different languages, Cantonese and Mandarin. Is the divide so much that it'll be hard for you to learn Mandarin to at least a conversational level, that it'll take you like years? Or is it close enough that you can learn it, like if you study it like diligently, and you can learn it like months and you can get good enough at it that you can start speaking it? Senator, I'm from Singapore. Senator, Senator, I'm from Singapore. I grew up in Hong Kong. It's easier for me to learn compared to someone that doesn't know any Cantonese, but it's like almost every word is different. Okay, okay, that makes sense. Sorry, I just when you said that, I got reminded of the TikTok CEO going like, Senator, I'm from Singapore. I grew up in Singapore. So does TikTok connect to my Rose toy and access my biometric data through there? Senator. I'm Singaporean senator. Senator. Please. Also, this guy just like went back to the same place like where he was like 2 minutes ago. Like he just went in a circle. Go to a different place, man. What are you doing? Lock in, bro. Lock in. Bro's a bad NPC. His pathfinding sucks. TikTok connects to your Wi-Fi, yes. Does TikTok connect to my Bluetooth Bad Dragon dildo? Senator, I'm Singaporean. No. Buddy, we've been here. I don't know why I'm raging. Can we go to a different chapter? I'm kind of sick of Central. I want to go to the more like, to the more residential areas of Hong Kong. You know what I mean? Or is this it? No, this is only Central District and Nathan Road Shopping Street. Can we go to like somewhere more, somewhere more residential? You know what I mean? Ew, I don't like this guy, Mark Weens. Sorry, I'm a hater. I'm not a fan of him. Victoria Harbor. Is it up here? Was it the one where the people are like running around? Duh, duh, duh. I also want to go to Singapore one day. That's in my top 10 places to visit before I die. I would love to go to Singapore. Also, I hope this music doesn't like cause my stream to... Oh, hello? Cause my stream to be muted. Across the ocean, but is central, I believe. Oh. Hold on a second. Was that? Did you guys see that? Was that man holding up a TI-84 calculator and pretending to take a picture using it? Yeah. Look at that. Editor, enhance. What the fuck is that man's like? No, his. Sorry, I'm like zooming in. His screen. Sorry, we have an ad break. We can wait 30 seconds, or we can wait 30 seconds. Okay, we'll be back in 30 seconds. Sorry, I'll go on this rant about this man's Nokia phone. His Nokia phone like fucking thing. It could be a case, but does it look like a calculator? No, it looks like a Nokia 3310 like phone, actually, like a cell phone. What an interesting thing to have as a phone case. I deadass thought that it was like a TI-84 like calculator. Yo, people in Hong Kong got swag. Like I am not as cool as this guy, unfortunately, and I'll never be as cool as this guy. That he's got the fucking like Bape hoodie or some shit with a with a Nokia 3310 phone case to his like maybe iPhone. Actually, I can't even see any like camera cutouts, so I can't even tell what kind of phone that is. That might actually just be a fat ass like Nokia 3310. That might just be like the real phone. There's no like camera cutouts or anything. That's crazy. Oh, where the fuck did it go? There we go. It could be, honestly. Like, I'm gonna choose to believe that it is just that instead. Like, he just has that. No, no, there are. No, it is an iPhone. Like, you can see like the little three dots there. I know it's really small, but on my monitor at least, I can see that he has like three. It's like a iPhone like 15 or something. This is Victoria Harbor, right? What was this? Yeah, Victoria Harbor Light Show. That's cool. It spans across the ocean side quite a bit. That's awesome. A lot of people run across it in the morning. Ooh, sick. You know what I missed? I don't see these often. I don't see these often anymore. The Chinese tourist groups here in Canada, at least, I don't see these as often anymore for some reason. I used to see them a lot more. However, you would know that it was a Chinese tourist group. Well, of course, there's like a big like flock of like middle-aged Chinese people, but they also had like the front person who was actually doing the tour was holding like a big flag. And you would know they were coming because you would see that big red flag that they were holding up. It's like 10 feet long from like a mile away. So I never see these guys anymore, unfortunately. It was kind of nice seeing them, but people thought they were like really annoying for a while. And I'm like, you know what? At the time, I also thought that I did. I just don't like tourists as much, at least in my local city. But you know, you miss what you don't have anymore. Unfortunately, I kind of miss the Chinese tourists. I guess they don't fuck with Canada as much. Well, there it is. There's Hong Kong. It's right there. Where is it? Right here? Wait, where were we looking? So Victoria Harbor. Where's Victoria Harbor? Other side, this one? Would it be here? I'm assuming it's this one right here. By the right angle. This one? Here. So this is central, because you said the whole perimeter. Oh, that's long. I thought it was just like a little strip, but no, that's the whole thing, right? It spans really long. Okay, so central, you said was right across the water. That's crazy. Interesting. Anyways, let's go in. We have an art museum here too. I like this lady holding the big light bulb. That's cool. And I like this lady not even using her walker. Like, bro is like hella performing. I'm just kidding. That's fucked up of me to say. Guys, maybe she's just not feeling it, but she's kind of like just like not even using the walker. Like, what's the point? Do I get is that ableist? Am I gonna get canceled for that? You can even take the ferry. It's like 10 Hong Kong dollars, which is like 1.3 USD. $1.30 for the ferry? That's cheap as hell. What the hell? Won't get canceled if no one stitches. Oh, does she have? Is this like a film thing? Does she have like a roll of film like on her for like some sort of like film thing? Is it because Hong Kong's like a place where a lot of movies get shot? You can go from one corner to another in Hong Kong for like 3 USD. Honestly, I don't know what the fuck that statue is. I'm assuming that's what it is. It might be like a film thing. Commemorative like film memorial. film statue. Some lady is like selling pictures. Look, she's got like a DSLR over here. She's like $40. Wait, what? What are those prices? Hold on. Let me go back a little bit. What does that say? So, instant photo. I'm assuming 2R is like 2 pictures for $20. Is that Hong Kong dollars? Is that a lot? That doesn't seem like a lot. I don't think Hong Kong dollars, because you said that's like 2 for $2. He's probably being a photographer and stuff. Yeah, because you said 10 Hong Kong dollars is like $1.30 American. So 20 Hong Kong is like, yeah, this is like $2. $2 for two exposures, or like 2 pictures. So $4 for 4 pictures, $6 for 6 pictures. You know what? $1 a picture? That's a deal to me. She's making good money over here in Victoria Harbor. I let her take a picture. It looks like she's got a good setup and everything. You can miss a train and the next one is arriving in a minute. That's what I wish, honestly. I know that like Hong Kong is a small place, but it also has like a lot of people in it, and that's no excuse. But like, I wish that was more of a thing in North America, where it's a big area and it's a lot more sparsely populated, but there's just like no like reliable like public transportation. I know there's like buses and everything, but even the buses are unreliable, and a lot of places don't have a train or anything. And people like to justify it by saying like, oh, it's because the city's too big and it would be too expensive, and people have cars anyway. But like, the more cars you have on the road, the more traffic you'll have, the more congestion you'll have. It's just an inconvenience, and a lot of people can't drive, you know. Public transportation just makes it easy for people with disabilities to get around and everything. And people and car lobbyists will be like, oh, that's too expensive, America's too big. But like, literally places like China have like expanded their whole fucking like train, like their train network to an exponential amount compared to like America or Canada, where it's like it literally, if you want to use the train here in Canada, if you want to use like Via Rail is what we call it, to get across from one end of the country to another, it costs just as much as a plane ticket, but like 5 times as long to get to the destination where you're going. Of course, you have like accommodations, you have like some gimmicky stuff. I'll say it, some very gimmicky stuff, like, you know, wine tasting and everything, just to make it like feel like it's worth it. But you're spending the equivalent of a plane ticket, which is like $1,000, $400, I don't know, whatever. But it takes you so much longer to get there. And it's not even fast. It's not even a good rail system. And like, I don't understand like why America, I'm saying America as both Canada and the United States, has gotten further and further from just like, trains are such a good invention. Like, why are we going far away from it? And I know why. It's because of like car lobbyists, because people want to design their cities around cars more and all that. But there's nothing I hate more than seeing like a fucking freeway cutting through the downtown of a city and just making it super unwalkable, seeing like a 6-lane on either side highway, and it just makes it like so inaccessible, especially for people who can't get around as easy, people with disabilities, right? Again, public transportation would just make that easier, right? And even when we do have it, it's like the most unreliable thing. Like, for example, in Vancouver, we have the SkyTrain. It was built. It was built around the Vancouver Olympics at the time, which would have been in, I think, 2010. After, yeah, it would have been in 2010 for the Winter Olympics, I think. But it's one of the projects in the city that is still getting a lot of use today because it's just so helpful, right? It's one of the best public public transportation services in Canada, right behind the Toronto Metro. But even then, there's a lot of the time, like lines get shut down for like hours at a time during the day because people like jump on the tracks for whatever reason. But what makes it really cool is that it's driverless. The trains are absolutely driverless. So it's just like automated and everything. It's the first like automated train line in North America, I'm pretty sure. And it's still one of the best, but it's still like miles and miles and miles and miles behind what cities have in Asia and what cities have in a lot of like European countries as well. And I don't understand because both Canada and the United States are so wealthy, and it makes no sense for them to not have these things in their cities. And they like to pride themselves in having these ultra modern, like highly developed countries when you can't even get around if you don't have a car. And I don't want to get it in a car, and I don't want to drive because it's just so scary. There's a lot of errors and human things that you can't control when you're behind the wheel and on the highway with a lot of different people. Like that's scary in my mind. That's just me, but I don't know. Then I've never seen a sunset like that in Hong Kong. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful sunset. Sorry, that's my whole spiel about public transportation. I feel very, very strong about public transportation. It's a thing I think about a lot. Because I like to play a lot of city building games like City Skylines and everything, and I think about it like, man, if we only had this in North America, my life would be so much better. Personally, my life. Just kidding. Everyone's lives here would be so much better. My friend complains so much about people jumping on the tracks in Toronto. It's crazy. It happens so much. And if you've seen like the metro lines in Japan, they have like barriers and everything to keep people from jumping in, like plexiglass barriers. But like in places like Toronto or like New York, it's still like as how it was like back when they were built. It was just like a yellow marker saying, don't step on this yellow marker when a train is coming because you will fall down, or there's a high chance of you falling down. Like, why can't we just have a barrier? It's like, it doesn't seem to be like an expensive thing to add on. It's just an extra added layer of safety. Like, it makes no sense. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It sounds a bit mad because MTR literally funds the government. It will make you money. Like, I don't get it. A lot of these places think that the public transportation will like suck money out of like the local government or like the federal government, whatever, right? And I've only seen examples of that because a lot of these projects, when they're getting built in America, they're over budget a lot of the time. And it's because they have to go through all these like legal red tape, and they make it over budget because they want to use that as an example to show that it's not going to be profitable, so that they can build more highways, build more freeways, make everything like fucking more car centric. When if you just do things right the first time without all the corruption and everything, you can make trains and public transportation pay for themselves, and they will get you more money because it'll get people to places where it needs to go faster and more efficiently. Relies on the MTR. I know, right? I believe they made an announcement that they needed more money, and so they increased the MTR prices by like $0.5, 0.5, like 50 cents Hong Kong? That's crazy. I'd suck money. Oh, up front of the left is where you can take the ferry to the IFC. What's the IFC? Also, I'm a big fan of the. I like in Hong Kong that they decide to stick with the double-decker buses from like the British colonial times, and I think that it's cool that they have since like made them more like modern. But it's cool to see like double-decker buses in a place like this. Also, I'm a big fan of the Hong Kong taxis. I'd say honestly, they're just as iconic as New York taxis are, because like every time I see a video of like Hong Kong, I see those like red and white taxis, and I'm like, oh, that's definitely in Hong Kong. That's beautiful. I love that. They're very iconic to me, and I'm sure they are as well. They'll afford taxis. Damn. I don't even want to talk about how bad things are in the Philippines. My cousins tell me about it a lot. It's terrible. I'm so sorry. A lot of corruption. It's bad because when government greed takes over, it can just like stagnate a whole like country's progress by so much, especially when its entire population is so hardworking, and they just keep like shafting all those people. And it's just the worst thing ever. Oh, whoops. Like the tallest building in Hong Kong. Oh, I see. Hong Kong taxis and Ubers are pretty pricey unless you split with people, but they aren't needed unless you're out past midnight. Okay. I mean, that's pretty handy. I'm sure like Uber is still the cheaper option to go with instead of using a taxi. I know whenever I'm in the Philippines, at least, we often use Grab a lot more just because they can be pretty competitive with their prices compared to like taxis in Manila at least. We have a service called Grab, which is pretty much like Uber, right? So a lot of the time they can be cheaper, but if you're going like short distances, a taxi is a pretty good service to use. But you know, the prices differ, and sometimes drivers take more than what they usually charge if they see that you're like a foreigner or something, or like a tourist, and or you'll look rich. I've been seeing a lot more taxi drivers use like meters so that they don't like fuck you over. There's like hundreds of buses that go everywhere. Some taxis use Uber, so there's borderline the same. I see. Oh, that's good. Well, you might like some of the shopping malls too. There's tons of them. I love shopping malls. Also, this is another thing that I feel very, very, very strongly about. Because coming from the Philippines, going to a shopping mall is one of the best things to do when you just want to like hang out with family, or like after work or something, or like it's just a good hangout spot because there's like air conditioning, and you can have places to go eat. You can go to an arcade or something in the mall. You can go shopping. Of course, it's a mall, right? But in North America, at least, a mall just seems like the most exhausting place to be. And a lot of the time, I don't even like going to the mall here. Just because it seems like when I go to the mall here, it's just like the most like draining thing. It's the most draining space ever. And I feel a bit pressured to spend money in a mall when at least in the Philippines, that's my only experience of going to a mall in a different country, is you can just use the mall as a place to like hang out or chill. Like it's essentially an indoor park, and that's what I love about it. But in North America, it's a place where you go and spend money, and that's it. I know there's bigger malls and everything in North America, but a lot of the time, all of these malls are literally just stores and a food court with some mid-ass like fast food. So I love shopping malls in Asia because they treat it like it's an indoor park and a place to hang out and a place where you actually want to be in a hot ass day because as you know, it's a good place. It feels nice. Like 50% of all MTR stops are shopping malls. That's awesome. That's epic. I know a lot of people. I've been wanting to make a video about. I know this is a thing. This is a thing already. Like people have made plenty of videos about the death of like North American shopping malls. But at least for a long time I've been wanting to make a video about that very same topic. But I want to make it for when I go back to the Philippines at least, or if I ever visit like, I don't know, Hong Kong or something, like how much better and more funded their shopping malls are compared to ones in North America. Because I want to take some footage, like some live footage of how the mall experience in Asia is compared to North America. Remember the one mall I've been in London? I love Hong Kong malls. I bet it's just so much better, right? I bet. If you want to see some malls, I'd recommend IFC malls or Festival Walk or Mega Box. Ooh, okay. I'll keep it in mind. I do. Hold on. We're gonna go and watch a video about Chongqing. Oh, sorry. I moved. Sorry. Is it show K11? What is K11? I was over Victoria Harbor. Like I was just going around in circles. I want to see a video about Chongqing. Okay, this is a city I also want to go to, and I talk about this place with Vico a lot because he also wants to go to Chongqing, and honestly, I'd love to go to Chongqing with Vico one day, because we both really like the vibes of this city. I think it's really cool. Like, isn't that so sick? A city built in the mountains, and it's like this. K11 is another mall near Victoria Harbor, so a really fancy mall though. Ooh, I see. Like this is the vibes are immaculate. I don't even know what that building is called, but I've seen it so many times. Whenever I look up like videos about Chongqing, that like this like I don't know what you call it. This huge like wooden building, and it just looks like a bunch of like smaller buildings like built on top of each other. Some sort of like I don't even know what it is, like a temple. It looks like apartments, and I don't know if it's like ancient or if it's just like built like that, and it's like built like recently. But it whenever I see it, I usually see pictures of it at night when it's all like lit up. And it looks so fucking cool. Also, piggies! Look at the piggies! I love piggies. You can reminds me of Shenzhen a bit. Shenzhen's a lot more tech/metallic though. Ooh, I see. Pretty impressive considering how mountainous this area seems to be. How they built such a densely packed city. I guess you could say that it would be similar to Hong Kong, which is also quite mountainous. I just drank the last of my coffee. That's cool though. I know when people first hear about Chongqing, it's like they're like, "Oh, did you know that a train goes through a building? And that's so cool." I still think it's really cool. This is awesome. Monorail? That's freaking sick. Hong Kong mostly ignores the mountains though. I can think of like two areas that build on the side of the mountains. Okay, okay. That's cool. Like that's sick. That's so freaking sick to me. And also the history of Chongqing, with it being like, I'm pretty sure it was like a former capital during like World War II, and the reason why it was like built because it was like there's a lot of like places where you can hide from like bombs and shit or like whatever. And it was just such a hard place to be able to like infiltrate because it was in the mountains. Ngongping, Ngongping, Ngong. I forgot about that. If you do visit Hong Kong, you might want to go to Ngongping. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Yeah, dude, I'm on a roll. I'm on a roll. I don't want this guy standing around. Can you like walk around a little bit? There's just like one. This one right here. This one right here. This one right here. I love this video because he like walks around in like a more residential part, and I love the vibes. There's been times, not there's been times. Every time I watch this video, every time I see a video like similar to this is still in Chongqing, by the way. It's like a residential area. Every time I see this video, I'm like, I want to build this in Minecraft. I want to have like a similar like feel to it. I want to have a place like similarly like feeling in Minecraft, because how cool is this? Actually, I recently saw like a software tool, like a Minecraft like building tool, where it takes Google Maps data, Google Maps 3D data, like a 3D scan and everything. It takes it and imports it into Minecraft, and it's like it's an open source software, so it's totally free. You can donate if you want, or you can help with the development. But essentially, I forgot what it's called. Anyways, it was very recent though. I saw it pop up like a few days ago. You take a selection from Google Earth. It's entirely built into the software. You take a selection of Google Earth, you highlight it. So the person that was R.I.P. the shit she was carrying. I'm so sorry, lady. That seemed like everything broke in her box. Anyways, you take the selection. This guy was using New York, for example, and it takes the data from that selection and imports it into a file that the software can read and translates it into blocks in Minecraft. And I'm pretty sure this is something that people have tried to do for a while. However, because of how at least vague the data is usually, it doesn't make a very accurate like map in Minecraft when it translates it into a 3D space. But from what I've seen in this video and I think it's just due to the fact that Google Maps data has gotten so good with their 3D scans and everything. It's gotten so much better that they're able to do this now a lot more accurately. The examples that I see on the video of like the world of like the selection of like New York, this small little piece of New York, is like so much more accurate than I've seen anywhere else. So I'm like, I have to try this out. Like I have to like play this soon. I want to make a video on it since it's like free and everything. And I'm like, I want to test it out. I want to take a little selection, because New York is a dense city, right? But I want to take something like this, like like Chongqing, like a very dense like Asian city, and I want to see how well it's able to translate these like narrow little like corridors and like streets, and I want to see how well it does it, because it does it so well. It does it so incredibly well that I'm so surprised and blown away. That, to give you like an example, if you haven't seen it, when the guy was showing the examples of the generated maps in Minecraft, I genuinely thought it was player built, but it wasn't. It was straight. He put a disclaimer in the video, like, everything you see in this video is generated from the data that we got from Google Maps, and it was just translated into Minecraft. And I'm like, there's no fucking way. And I'm sure it's just gonna get better and better as more people like develop it, since it's open source, right? People will make like additions to it. They'll make it like they'll improve it, right? And I'm like, I have to make a video on this. This is so fucking sick. The buildings are also like different ages, so blocks might translate different, exactly. But I'm pretty sure they just take like color data and everything. It's just completely different. But yeah, it's cool. It's really, really cool. Yeah, I want to take like a place like this and see how well it's able to like do it, or if it can't, then it's whatever, right? But, and the cool thing is, right, it doesn't solely rely on the data from the maps, at least from what I've seen. He doesn't really go into how the software works, but from what I've seen, the way it's able to generate its roads, there's a bit of like there's a bit of like machine learning that they implemented into the software, that it's able to kind of guess how high the roads go, and also markings on the road, which isn't something that I think it can accurately see from an image, from a low resolution image. So I think they put in some sort of like machine learning algorithm in it to be able to guess like what it's sort of like. So it's able to like put like lines on the road and like markings on the road and like crosswalks and everything, and I think it's really cool. And I think it's just really impressive. Like that's super impressive to do. Man, this is cool. This is really cool. This is really sick. I love this. Oh, look at the police car, dude. That's cool. Such a little police car. Residential areas like these are always so unique because streets and stuff are always varying. Yeah, right? There's not much emphasis on like zoning, at least from what I've seen in places in Asia. At least for like old cities like these. All of the time when there is residential buildings, like big apartment buildings, people can have businesses on the lower levels. Like, I think I think North America can benefit from having a bit more multi-use zoning in their cities and not just having residential. Only having residential in residential areas, I think it would just be so convenient to have like high density buildings accompanied with commercial buildings in the same area, so you don't have to like go so far, you know. Like, this is sick. Like, this is so cool. Sometimes there's lots of greenery and sometimes there's nothing at all. Exactly. This is so interesting. Like, it's just the best way I can put it is it feels natural. It, like, the growth of this area feels really organic. It's fit. Of course, it's like the apartments are tall, everything is big. However, when you get down to the street level, it feels human. Like the scale of it is still human compared to, for example, a place like, I hate to say it, Dubai. People like to talk about how Dubai is like this ultra futuristic city. I can't imagine myself living in Dubai. Also because it's like they endorse like slave work and everything. Like that's another thing. Anyways, compared to Dubai where the buildings are big, it's not to a human scale because I feel if I were there amongst the tall buildings and everything, amongst the tall apartment buildings, office buildings of Dubai, I would feel so small and insignificant. But here, paired with like the trees, the narrow streets, the businesses, the shops, it feels like I can live here, and it's like an organic mesh fit to be in the human scale. And it's done so right. It's you feel safer. You feel safer in a place like this. I think it's mainly because the western area is built sideways rather than upwards, and thus everything's so far from each other, and it's just a lot more convenient. Exactly. Yeah. There's also a lot to say about like the misuse of like land in a lot of like western cities. Of course, again to accommodate like car-centric infrastructure, right? Like you have to they want to build more surface parking, and so there's a lot of like gaps in between buildings to accommodate for that like need for more parking, when a lot of the time those parking spaces are unused because there simply isn't enough cars to fill those parking spaces, like at least 50% of the time. There's no way you're able to fit that many cars in those parking spaces. There's not enough cars, and yet they still want to use those because they're like, the off chance that suddenly someday everyone wants to get in their car and drive to this place, drive to the downtown of this city, for example, Houston, Texas. Yes, sure, every single parking space will be filled up. But that's simply not the case. They're preparing for the worst case scenario, and the downtown of places like Houston are so terrible because there's just so much surface parking. And it just seems like the most miserable place to be ever. Definitely they got their priorities wrong. But I think it's also just like a different philosophy different philosophy in how people in Western countries build cities compared to people in Eastern societies build their cities. But at least from what I've noticed, newer developments have gotten more global, and it's become more uniform in how they make like new stuff in cities. Like as cities expand, it seems to be the same everywhere now. But when you get to like older places, you know, the philosophy is different from way back then, right? There were different needs back then to like needs now that, you know, that governments tried to fulfill, at least. Because you can tell this place right here is from a long time ago. Like this was probably built like in the early 1900s, and it just like built itself up over time. Specifically like America compared to Hong Kong. Hong Kong doesn't like buildings on mountains because it's complicated to build up because there's not much sideways space. America has a lot of landmass, so they can build sideways, exactly. But I don't think it's a justification for misusing land like that. Like urban sprawl is a major issue in North America, and I think a lot of it has to do with, you know, just the amount of area cities can expand to. And I think that's perfectly fine, right? But the way that they utilize that urban sprawl is just so bad. It's just bad. Like single family homes, whatever, right? But how they incorporate infrastructure with these new developments just make it so inconvenient for people who don't have cars. Like you need to have a car to be able to live in the suburbs. Like there's no way for you to get to a grocery store from the suburbs to the city. Like you can't walk out of the suburbs. Essentially the suburb is like an isolated island unless you have a car to get yourself out of it. As compared to if you already live in the downtown of the city, right? And like I said before, city planners in North America don't value public transportation as much because they prioritize urban sprawl and and in single family homes, and they assume that people are gonna have cars to be able to take them places that they need to go. They don't want to spend the extra money to accommodate people who don't have cars. Like if you don't have a car, then don't go to the suburbs because you're not gonna be able to get out of it. Because there's gonna be no like bus lines, and if there is, it's gonna be like years down the line when the city finally expands the bus routes all the way to that suburb. There's no trains, obviously, because for some reason like America has a hatred for trains, even though like the North American continent was built on trains. You know, it's just not going to happen. That's mainly the reason why areas like Central and Chimsa Chue looks like 5 times more developed compared to like rural areas like Yuen Long or Patwang. Okay. I don't recommend on going to them. Okay. I think city planners always prioritize public transport in Hong Kong because every new mall has MTR stop or bus/taxi terminal, or likely both. Yeah. I mean, it definitely always boils down to if the government thinks it's going to be profitable for them to have that infrastructure in place. First of all, the upfront costs. How much is it going to build? If you already have an established rail network, it's just going to make that cost go down, right? They're already going to have it there. But if you're making a new development and you have to build like a new rail line to get there, they're not going to do it. There's just no way they're going to do it because they don't plan the city around. This guy's just like walking across the street. Holy shit. With cars coming in, because they don't plan the city around how the rail network should expand. They plan it around, I don't know, just it's seemingly there's probably a rhyme and reason on like why city planners expand to places where they expand to, but it seems as though they don't really have a plan where they where they expand to, right? It's just like they buy out farmland and then they just build a new subdivision there, a new suburb or something, and there's almost always never gonna be like public transit lines that run through that suburb for like months or years or whatever. It's weird. I think, I don't know. Because it just seems like they don't think about the systems in place that they have already to be able to have these expansions to the city, like work in the favor of their citizens, like how they're gonna get around more efficiently around the city. You know what I mean? They just like build to build. If they need more housing, they're gonna make a new subdivision. But it's like they're like, oh yeah, people are gonna have cars already. So who fucking cares if they don't have a bus line going through that suburb? I wish they thought about that stuff more, like the systems that they already have in place, and just like use that. Just use it, even if it's buses. You know, you don't have to build a new rail line. It just makes no sense. I don't know. It makes me sad because I see pictures of how my city used to be back in the 50s, 70s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, before they tore out all the streetcar lines. And streetcars are pretty much just like trolley buses on rails, and it's electric powered. So it's like, imagine just like buses on tracks. But really the only city in Canada that has this, every city up until like the 80s, the late 80s in Canada had a streetcar line. But now the only city that has it is Toronto. That's the only city that has it still. But from what I've heard from my friends in Toronto is that if you take the streetcar to get to places, make sure you have enough time out of your day to like sit in that car for hours, because it is the slowest, most inefficient thing, because it runs alongside car traffic. It doesn't have its own lanes most of the time, like 90% of the time, because you're gonna be sitting there and it's gonna wait for traffic lights the same as cars do, and it's gonna be stuck in traffic. So it's essentially just a big fucking car. You're gonna sit in traffic with all the other cars in the city, especially during rush hour when people are trying to get to places. You're gonna be in gridlock. But every city in Canada had a streetcar line, or streetcars in it. So my city removed them around the late 80s to make way for more cars, because they deemed it unprofitable, one, and two, obsolete, because it would take so much money to upgrade old street cars into more efficient ones. So they're like, the trend of people getting their own private cars and everything is going up, because like the economy is going up and everything in the 80s, and people want to have their own cars. So like, why and ridership is going down with these streetcars, so why do we need to keep them, right? So we're gonna tear out all the lines, we're gonna remove all the cars. There's no need for them anymore. So it makes me so sad when I see old photos of my city when they used to have streetcars, because it was such, and I hate to say it, it wasn't just a novelty, even though it was. To me, looking at it through a modern lens, through rose-colored lenses, it was such a novelty. But back then, it was definitely part of their way of life. And thinking if they just spent the money to upgrade them and keep them, I think, and just upgrade the infrastructure around them, it would just make life living in a lot of these Canadian cities a lot better if they just kept the streetcars, But of course, hindsight is 2020. You follow trends, and if you see a trend going up, then it's more convenient for people at the time. You're gonna stick to it, right? That makes sense. Like, why would you keep something that's not making you money and spend money upgrading it than just taking the easier way out and just removing them? It's the easiest thing to do. Like, why wouldn't they do that, right? I think city pledge always for, I don't know, I already read that. Me and my friend talk about how in America it's required to have a car. It's terrible. I don't want to get in a car. I don't want to get, I have a learner's license, but I'm still scared to get like my full license. It's just scary. I don't know. Hong Kong used to have a lot of trans, but most of them are gone too, yeah. I think like the only one left are on Hong Kong Island near Central because it's too much of an inconvenience to remove them. Since it's in the middle of the road, yeah, for sure. And don't get me wrong as well. I think trams and streetcars aren't the best, especially when they ride in tandem on the street, when they share a road with cars. Because at that point, you might as well have like an LRT, like a light rail, like just going, having its own lane. They're not gonna work well if they have to share a road with cars. If they're just another car on the road, then what's the point in having them, right? And that's why they got rid of it. Because it's just, if they're gonna make it more efficient, then they have to get its own dedicated lane on the road so that it doesn't run into traffic, it doesn't have to share the road. Use returns because they're really slow. Exactly. They're so slow. And it's the same problem with the streetcars in Toronto. They're so slow. And a lot of the time people, at least people who take them, I think, from what I've heard, the main people that use them are tourists who just want to experience it. Because it just doesn't make any sense for me if you're like a local to use it. I'm sure a lot of locals use them too, but it's just like this. They make it out to be the most inconvenient thing ever, and a part of me is thinking that that is by design. But it also doesn't make sense, right? And here's why I think it doesn't make sense. Why they would make it so inconvenient and why they would make it in such a way that it's like taking it is so bad. It's like you might as well just have your car, just have your own car, because like if they're gonna do that, it makes it seem like they're doing that to showcase that it's bad to have it. But then I'm pretty sure in Toronto they recently built a new line for it that stretches from like a really long like straight road in Toronto that's like really useful, but it's like it has the same issues as it did before, right? It shares road with cars, so it's just gonna take you forever to get from one place to the other. So like if by design it's already the most inconvenient thing and it seems like you don't really want people to use it, why would you spend more money on it? It makes no sense. Like if you're gonna make a line for it, like a new route for it, then make it have its own lane for that new route. But I think it's still using its own, it's using it's sharing the road with other cars. So like for the funds, it makes no sense. It makes no sense because you think they're doing one thing, but then they're actually not. They actually want people to use it. What? It's so strange. It's really strange. I don't get it, man. I don't understand. Also, this is really good, like little discussion. I love talking about city planning, even though I'm like not somebody who. Oh my god, what happened? I'm not somebody who like has a lot of knowledge in this, like in like the professional sense. I just like to consume a lot of media that has. I'm speaking about it in like layman's terms, in a way that like I've consumed it in media, because I like to watch a lot of videos about how different countries build their cities, and I think, I don't know. I was reading DMs. That little shop we just passed just reminded me so much of why I love Hong Kong convenience stores. Which little store? Should we go back? I think we should go back. What convenience store? Hold on. You said, oh my god, right around here. I don't think it was a convenience store, but it looked like one. Would it be like this one here? Just there? Oh, this one. Yeah. It reminds you of like stores in the Philippines too. Just like especially like the big ice cream freezer and like the little trinkets outside that they have. Sometimes they have like hot food like sitting here. They would have like it seems like they do sell like some sort of like hot food in the back. They have like probably have like a kitchen back here. Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Looks like they have like a phone store here as well, probably attached. I know, dude. I missed that about my hometown in the Philippines. You have like a lot of the corner stores. This looks like a restaurant, no? Like a sit-down family restaurant. It's like they have like some sort of food there. Little girls yelling at the cameraman. I like vape stores. It's so disappointing. Oh, that sucks. Probably a restaurant. Cyber Ant. This guy's going into a gated community, just walking in there. It's like, whatever. Just keep walking. Whatever, man. What is this place? I will say though, if I were a driver in a place like this, with how narrow and like winding the streets are, and I had to rely on like map, like a navigation map or navigation map, like a GPS to get me to my destination, I would get so lost. I would get so lost. It's insane. But this looks like a little like art area, like a boutique store area. I saw some like I don't know, characters and like cardboard cutout characters in that one shop that we just passed. That was really cool. Every time I went to a tutor on Saturdays, I'd take a bus ride for like an hour, then grab breakfast at a 7-Eleven. That'd be the best part of my day. Oh my god. When I was growing up in the Philippines, that's what my grandma would do for me every time she picked me up from school, because my school would my classes would end around lunchtime, because I was still like in kindergarten and like grade 1 at the time, and she was like, "Do you want to get something to eat?" Usually sometimes we would go to like a carinderia, which is like a like a luncheon place, like a place where you just like sit down and eat some food. It's like a buffet style, quote unquote, sit down restaurant. But sometimes we would go to a convenience store like 7-Eleven or like Alphamart. Actually, I don't think at the time we had Alphamart, but there was a 7-Eleven. It would go to a lot, and it was one of my favorite things ever. The hot foods in 7-Eleven in Hong Kong are peak snack food. I know, 7-Elevens in Asia just do it so much better. Cha Chan Tang in Hong Kong. Oh, yeah, because in carinderias they would have all the food in front of you in like little warmers behind some glass, and I say like buffet style because it's like in front of you, but a lot of the time you order it in like a Subway style. They're like, okay, like they would ask you like, what do you want to have? So like you would point to it, or like you would say what you want to have, and they would like take it and they would like put it on a plate for you or whatever. Oh, ad break, sorry. But yeah, I love those places just because it's like the food is always prepared that day, and it's so yummy, it's so good, and it's essentially just home cooking outside your house, and it's just and the food is always so cheap, but it's always so good. You know what I mean? That's like peak Hong Kong soul food. It's just a normal restaurant, but everything is like cheap food, but it shoots so right. I know, like, oh my god. There's nothing better than home cooking outside your house, because when it's done, it's done so right, and it just hits every time. Like fast food or like these these like family style restaurants, they just can't compare to cheap home cooking. And oh god, it's so good. You'd get like macaroni soup with ham and it's like 40 Hong Kong dollars, but it's so nice. Oh my god. It would cost you just like a few pesos to get like some sinigang or like adobo with rice. Or like, I don't know, kare kare with rice. Costs you like, I don't know, 40 pesos, 50 pesos. And that's like, I don't know, what is that, like $5? $4? $2? I don't know. Depending on the portions that you get. And a lot of the time they're really generous with it, right? So you get more food than you pay for. And the food's so good. Like, oh my god. Like you could eat there every day, essentially. Like you don't even have to like go home and cook if you don't want to. Because it's the same thing. But like the only difference is that you're paying people to make you food. I don't know if I go into them all the time if you go to Hong Kong, but if you ask me, it's definitely a must try, even if it's like the most basic food. And I think that's the best thing, honestly. Like I would definitely say the same thing if you're going to the Philippines. Like definitely don't go to them all the time because there's so much different places that you can get good food that going to them it's gonna make you like really bored of the food really quickly, because it's a place where function definitely presides so much over style. It's a place where you just eat and go. That's it. Like there's not much of a sit down experience to them. It's literally just like an open air room with like benches inside and like the people behind the counter and people in the kitchen. That's it. It's really just that. You just sit down and eat. Just eat and go. But definitely visit it because it's a very homely place. But don't go there all the time because you're missing out on some really good sit-down experiences that you otherwise could have gone to. But it's cheap, so it's not like you're going to be wasting money on it. Look at that dog with a shirt on. That's so cute. Look at that. She's just running around. Lucky, amazing, pretty. I agree. Thank you, sir. I love that. My roommate went to Hong Kong like many years ago, right? And one of my favorite things that she brought back from Korea. Did I say Hong Kong? I meant Korea. She went to Korea. One of my favorite things that she brought back was all the clothes that she got from like these like street side stores and the terrible English all those shirts have, and it just makes absolutely no sense, but it's so funny. It's the funniest things. Like, what do you mean? What do any of these things mean? Like literally like what that guy was wearing, beautiful, amazing, pretty, like that's the type of shit she brought back. And I'm like, that is so funny. Please, if you go back to Korea again, please bring back more of those clothes because you can't find that shit. The only other place you would get that here in North America is if you bought it from like Shein because it's coming straight from China, or like Temu. Like these really bad like graphic shirts with a terrible English on them. It's so funny. It's so funny. Looks like there's a temple up ahead. That's awesome. That reminds me of this one like building block that is legit just a building full of those street side shops. Oh, interesting. I know I'm glazing it a lot, but I do really appreciate that even though this area seems to be of like lower income like families or like residential, like it doesn't seem that upscale, right? It doesn't seem like a lot of rich people live here. Maybe they do, I don't know. Maybe in this building they do. I don't even know what this building is, but I'm assuming it's like apartments. I don't know. But just how clean the streets are, and I know there's like bad areas in every single city in every single country, right? Oh, thank you for the follow, Akilia. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Me and my friends went in one time and they were framing bunny laundry. That's crazy. That's crazy. Like just on the window, just for all the people to see. That's crazy. It was so funny, dude. I would go into that store definitely. If I see that in the window, I'm like, that's crazy. Just hanging from the ceiling. That's so funny. But I just really appreciate how clean the streets are. Like this is a really well kept like area. I can tell, at least in this part of the city, the local government spends a lot in like maintenance and just like garbage pickup. Like there's like no leaves on the ground even. Like it's so clean. It's so nice. Southeast Asia could never clock it. The Philippines could never. Hello, Aki. How are you doing? Welcome in. Thank you for the follow again. I mean, there are like really pretty places in the Philippines, but a lot of the time it's like relegated to, at least in Manila, at least in like Metro Manila, it's relegated to upscale developments, like gated communities. Like the government is not spending money on like lower income neighborhoods to clean up trash. Like if you want trash to get picked up, you're gonna do it yourself. Ain't no one doing that for you. But I will say, other than like big cities like Manila or like Quezon City or whatever, a lot of rural towns in the Philippines are very clean. To a lot of people's surprises. Like, people in rural towns in the Philippines take care of their towns. Take care of their local towns. Take care of their like small local cities. And it's really nice to see. But when you get to like bigger cities, like more densely populated cities, like that's when it all goes downhill for some reason. And the government just doesn't want to help you. Whatever. I don't know. It's just like, hey, that's the bridge that we saw from in the beginning of the one of the first videos that we watched in Chongqing. Not gonna chat much because I'm a bit dizzy right now, but hi. It's okay. Please rest. If you want to just listen to the stream, that's all fine by me. I really appreciate you lurking. Thank you for the follow again. I just got back from Korea vacation. I wish I could stay there forever. I know what you're saying. Every time I go to a new place, every time I go to a new city, I imagine what my life would be like there, and it's just like so nice. It's so nice. But then again, you're also seeing it from like rose-tinted glasses all the time. And like you don't take into account like how hard it would be to just move there. But it's nice. It would be nice. After walking around the UK, Hong Kong streets are pretty clean, even though I used to think they weren't. Exactly. It's also just like perspective, you know what I mean? Like, dude, in Canada, oh my god, at least in my city, it's relatively clean. Like, if you go like my city compared to like Manila or like Quezon City or something, if you go in terms of cleanliness, I'd say the majority of the time my city here in Canada would be a lot more clean. But the terrible places are just absolutely the worst when it doesn't have to be. It makes no sense. I don't know, people just don't like taking care of the places that they live, and it's just so sad. And even a traffic light he just crossed. I love that. You know what? There's no cars. You don't have to worry about it. When I'm born as a sea person, it's okay. Aki, you take that and you strut with it with pride. It's a curse and a blessing to be a sibling. I love growing up in Southeast Asia. It's nice. It's just Oh yeah, it is still art. My bad. An hour in. How long have you been watching this? 2 hours now? Let's just change it. I guess we can just say just chatting. I don't know. Like, it makes no sense. I don't know what other watching videos. Like an hour and a half. That's probably what it is. Hold on, I'm gonna a little bit of a side quest. This is the stream. This is not a side quest. This is the stream. Fuck art, bro. I'm not going back to art. I don't feel arty. Also, I'm just gonna let the video play, but I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. So I'll be right back. Look at that lady dancing. Oh no, she's stretching or something. You go, girl. I love her top. That's a beautiful dress that she has on. Absolute queen. She's like mad dogging the cameraman though. Did you see that? Miss Girl is just absolutely mad dogging the cameraman. That's crazy. She's like, do you fucking mind, bro? Do you mind not sticking that camera in my face? And you know what? Good for her. Good for her. I need to go to the bathroom. I need to piss. But I need to put this back into position. Yeah, I'm just gonna let the video play and I'll be right back in like 2 minutes. BRB. Thank you. I'm back. It's gotten so much darker in the video. Like I think this guy started like walking around like sunset. Now it's like getting really pretty and nice and the street lights are turning on. Oh my gosh. What was it say? I love coffee, so matcha. Sure. Thank you for the luck on my piss. Should I Probably unless it got really cloudy. I think it is like nighttime now, though. Thank you for the luck on my piss, by the way. Should I do a piss update? Should I do a piss report on how it went? I've been drinking a lot of water lately, so it's not very dehydrated, you know? The color was a nice pale. It was a nice pale yellow, you know? It was clear, was good. A lot of water, very hydrated. So good piss. The stream was good. Washed my hands after, so W healthy piss color. Yep. So that's your piss update with a chance of meatballs. Look at that restaurant over here. I think this is a restaurant. I'm not too sure. That looks really cool. Well, with like this scrolling sign. This right here. That looks really pretty. W hygiene check. W. Can you get a W in the chat? Yeah, I think it definitely it's just like turning to nighttime. This is really pretty. I love this. There's nothing I love more than walking around in a city when it's like nighttime. Like it's like turning from day to night, like it's dusk. Like you just see like the red like stoplights of like the cars, and it's just like the street lights turn on, and it's like everything's a nice like dark shade, but it's just like illuminated with like neon lights and like warm street lights. Oh, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Are you kidding me? And it's like especially when it's a summer night. I really like looking at the signage. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's so beautiful. What was I gonna say? Like, I think this is a train station right here. This like little like thing here just goes down. I think it's a train station. Like a metro station entrance. But anyways, especially when it's a summer night. Oh, and it's like hot all day, but then it turns like to this time of the day, and then it just gets like nice and cool and like breezy, and it's just so nice to walk around it and finally be outside. And I think he's going down it. Oh, W. Look, there's like a fruit stand down there already. That's huge. If this subway entrance was in my city, there'd be fucking like crackheads and like, not that I'm okay, but I'm just saying, like this would be like such a dirty place, and I like how clean this is. I wish people took care of like public infrastructure like this here. Like, oh, dude, I love this. I love this. I love this. I love this. I think this is a train station, but I love that it's also like a commercial area with like shops underneath. That's so cool. Like you can just go down there and have everything that you need. Like if you want to, like if you're going back home, imagine you work your office job 9 to 5. You're on your way home and you're like, I think it might just be a passing area, but I think there might be, I can't read that at all. But it might just Children's Hospital and then another place. I think it might connect to a subway station, but it just seems to be just like an underground passage here to cross the street. Yeah, it might just be like a concourse. It might just be a concourse, yeah. But anyways, imagine you're going down here and then like having those shops beside it. If you're like, oh, I should buy my kids something on my way home, but I'm not gonna pass any like toy store. You can just go pick up your kid a toy in one of these places, and that's so like convenient to have. Like, are you kidding me? That's so nice. It's just an underpass, but they do be a subway station or connected to one. Yeah. Because I think that's like this area here is like a roundabout or something. It's like not something that you can like cross easily on the surface. That's probably why they did that. Or just like a high traffic area that's just like really hard to have surface crossing. So they're like, you know what? Let's make a concourse. Bro was not moving. Bro was not like that old man was not moving out of his way. He was ready to fucking hit him unless the cameraman like stepped aside. He was like, either you move or we're colliding. He legit had aura. Honestly though, these stores on the side right here, these clothing stores, the styles, man. The drip. The drip. That's all I'm saying. It's I would buy clothes from there. Are you kidding me? I'd buy clothes from there. Mad drip. Crazy drip. You got baby shoes too? Are you freaking kidding me? Got like an ambulance or something? You have baby shoes. You have everything. Was in Hongdae, Korea. I feel so dripless. Dude, I can imagine. Especially in a place like Hongdae. Isn't that like a sort of like an upscale like area where like a lot of like rich kids like to be celebrities, even like a party like nightlife place. I can imagine that it's quite people like to dress up. Definitely. I get PTSD when I heard Hongdae because of the Hongdae boys. Are you open minds? Are you open-minded? Are you? Chat? Let me know. Let me know if you're open-minded, chat. We'll continue from there. And I can tell you about my iPhone 16 Pro Max. A guy me and my friend knows is legit one of them, and it's so it's like third-hand embarrassing. Like unapologetically like unironically like he acts like that. That's crazy. No, it's where the young people are. It's what it's mostly known as because they got like 5 unis nearby there. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, on his Instagram and all, man. I see. I mean, he's living his best life. Whatever. Right. As long as he's not harming anybody. Shoot or shoot, that's all I'm saying. Shoot or shoot. But when your friends do be acting up, it could be a bit embarrassing. I do agree. Yeah, locally a cuck too. None of us really like him. Aw, that's too bad. Guess you can't really do much about that one, huh? Put the camera down there, dude. I want to see. What is that? Like a government building? What does that say? 5G. Oh no, it looks like a telephone service building, like headquarter. It says China Telecom. Thought it was like a government building or something. It might be, I don't know. We just know him from mutuals, but those mutuals also don't really like him. Aww. Oh well. Oh well. This is really nice too. It looks like it just rained as well. Cookie crumbles, exactly. What can you really do? As long as it's not harming anybody, you know, it's whatever. But yeah, as I was saying, it looks like it just rained too in this area. It's also nice, like walking around the city at nighttime after it rained. It's like all dry and everything. Like the smell of rain still like lingers, and it's just like so nice. Ugh. Also, I know it seems chaotic, but I love how well, except for this guy right here. Oh, you can't really see it, but we'll move over here. Except for this guy, he's kind of like on this like painted island, and this lady. Anyways, it seems like I can't say the same for the Philippines, unfortunately, because the drivers in the Philippines have their own agenda. Seems like they just me first all the time. It's like bumper to bumper traffic. People just like move you out of the way if they had the chance to. But people seem pretty disciplined here. The drivers seem pretty disciplined in China. So it's nice to see. It seems like that like lady fell out of the car. I had a stadium game where my entire team was tilted, and the second we started arguing and brought it to alt chat, and I was just sitting there like, how are y'all doing to the enemy team? Oh, well, I'm here for walkable cities. Me too. Me too. I would feel safe going outside. True. It's just not nice when you have like really narrow sideways and like people don't take into account, like city planners just don't take into account like how people on foot are gonna get to these places if they don't have a car. It's just like all cars all the time. Unfortunately, cars don't live in houses, and cars don't run your businesses. They don't fucking you gotta have sidewalks, dude. You gotta have sidewalks. It's just like, if you have like power lines and walls blocking your sidewalks, and what's the point of having sidewalks to begin with? It's just an afterthought, and it forces people to walk into the road, and then it just causes accidents. And I feel bad for the disabled people, and I feel bad for like elderly people, and I feel bad for kids who have to do that. And it's just like, this is nice right here. This area right here, it's nice because they have a nice divider between they have nice wide sidewalks. First of all, the roads are beautifully painted, and they have nice clean, like a nice and clean division from the sidewalk and the road with the trees, and the curbs are like nice and uniform, and like it's nice and high, so there's that added like height for the separation in between the street and the sidewalk. Oh, beautiful. As long as you're quick, no one minds. Yeah. You can't even say that we have working sidewalks. A lot of time, there isn't even a sidewalk. A lot of time, it's just like, it's just, you just have to walk on the same road that cars drive on. It's just so bad. And so, like, people wait for you. People wait for you here. And it's so nice. A lot of time, at least in the Philippines, they don't even have crossroads. And even if they do have crossroads, even if they do have like crossing signals, drivers don't even respect that. They just keep going if they see that's like see that's green. Also, there's a horse there. I just saw. I love horses. While they wait for exactly, like, there is no such thing as pedestrians having the right of way. Like, that's just not a concept in their mind. And it's just like, come on. Like, you don't have to be in such a rush. Of course, I will fault these people here for crossing the road when there's literally like a crossroad 5 meters behind him. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, also the cameraman is walking on the road. Like, what are you doing? Get off the road. What is Unk doing? Unk is taking a little nap on his moped. W Unk. I will say I'm not innocent for not jaywalking. I do jaywalk. Does that get me banned on Twitch? I think, I don't know, maybe, but if there's literally a crosswalk 5 meters near you, why don't you just walk on the crosswalk? Why do you have to, like, I don't know, dude. I should be locked away and have the key thrown down a sewer drain for the rest of my life. I should just be in jail forever. Like, that is just the worst crime. Every time I see a taxi in Shenzhen and the guy in front takes like 2 seconds too long, the driver starts cursing under their breath. The road rage is real. The road rage is real, especially when you're in like that environment like all the time where everyone just hits everybody on the road. Definitely, like the little bit of inconvenience will just take you off. I think this country needs 4 more car lanes. I think this country needs a 300 car capacity surface parking, and a Walmart Supercenter, an IKEA, and I think at least 6 lanes each side, and a flyover highway that flies over this entire, like a flyover bypass. I think. I think it definitely needs to cut down. See how wide this sidewalk is right here? Maybe about to here on this brick is how wide it should be. And then this whole thing could be like 2 more lanes of road. Like, what are we doing? Like, we could have more cars. Surely there wouldn't be any traffic if we add 1 more lane. And if we have 2 lanes added, traffic is virtually gone. Like, there's no such thing as traffic anymore. So like, get rid of this. You know what? Just get rid of the sidewalk. Fuck the sidewalk. No one needs to walk here. Cars, we could easily fit like 5 more lanes here. Like, what are we doing? Like, if you're stopping for at least 1 second on the car, that's too much traffic. We need 5 more lanes. Like, what are we doing? Your punishment is like showing your showing your stream key. What the fuck? There's a Walmart like supercenter called like Sam's Club. Yeah, I think it's an American thing. We don't have that here in Canada. We don't have Sam's Club. Sam's Club is like Costco. It has its own like it has its own membership as well. I don't know if they have that in the UK, but I know it's an American thing because I've only been to a Sam's Club in America, and it's like a. Oh, do they have it in Shenzhen? That's crazy. Oh, interesting. I know they also have Walmart in China now. But yeah, Sam's Club is like, I'm pretty sure it's like Costco. But they do have their own. Ah, I see. They walk on their own anyway, yeah. Also, why is bro like, look at how beautiful and wide these sidewalks are. Why is bro literally on the like the leftmost lane on this road? Like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, why do you choose to like walk in the middle of the road? Like, what are you doing? Like, we get there's a road there. I know you're aura farming. Your ass does not have to be on the road when there's like 2 cars coming at you. If this guy was on the road in Hong Kong, everyone would be cussing him out verbally. The Chongqing residents seem to be more tolerant of people like him. This guy would definitely be locked away. No parole. For life. Life sentence. Look at Lawson's. Lawson's, that's cool. I think there's Lawson's in the Philippines too. I'm not too sure. Lawson's, I know, right? I feel like people in Korea is more drift in general. Oh, definitely. The Korean style is insane. Is insane for sure. People in Korea are just so well dressed. Lawson is the furthest thing I'd expect there. You'd be surprised, honestly. That's cool if they have a Lawson. Wenli Bookstore. Ooh, that seems to be a nice place to go. And they have a coffee shop in this bookstore? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That's look at that. Look at that skyline. Look at this. Dude, when I tell you I know a place, chat. If I go to Chongqing and I'm like, I know a place, we're gonna look this up. I don't know what's Wenli Bookstore and Coffee Shop. Keep that in mind, chat. Keep that in mind. This right here is my I know a place. If we go here, I'd be like, chat, we're going to a bookstore, we're going to a coffee shop. We have a beautiful view of the Chongqing skyline at sunset at night. We're sitting right here. Beautiful day spot. Amazing. You see they have some green tea, some parfaits, some pastries. Are you kidding me? You can read a book, probably, since this is also a bookstore. Is that Persona? Is that Persona? Sunrise, sunset, exactly. Like, it's peak now. Like, now that it's nighttime, oh my god. And like, it's like coming up on a park. I think this is like a little public park. Like a little plaza. Lots of kids around, lots of families. They're just enjoying their time. Like, this is nighttime. This is probably like 7 or 8 p.m. at night. And look at how many like families are outside still. And it's just like a safe area to be in. And people are just like chilling here, like selling their fruits and everything. This guy's got like a big box of fruit or something. Like, you would never see this here in North America. Like that, like genuinely, like people just don't go outside when the sun goes down because they'd be so scared of like, I don't know, they'd just be scared of like other people coming to hurt them for whatever reason. But this is so nice. It's so well lit. That's gorgeous, chat. Look at that. Are you kidding me? And they have a beautiful view of that red bridge. Oh god. Unironically, it would be around 6, 7, depending on the month of the year. Yeah, this is definitely like 6 or 7 p.m. That's beautiful, chat. Are you kidding me? Chat, you're seeing this, right, chat? Chat? You got Shardy over here. She's just looking over. That's your wife, man. Just kidding. That's beautiful. That's awesome. And the river's so clean. Looks like there's a mall over here. This looks like a mall, doesn't it? Bro had so much area and walked right next to her. She'll just enjoy the time of her life, and this dude just like straight up like walking behind her like a JoJo character with all the fucking aura. Did she leave instantly? You're kidding, you're kidding. Oh, she's gone. You're right. She left. She left. She's gone. She's out of there. She got, look, she's just she was having the time of her life. She's like, I'm gonna keep my peace, and she's just gone. Why would you walk up on Shoddy like that, bro? Why would you like unannounced just like, these two are having a fun time. They're on their own world. Like, those two are together, definitely. That girl just like vanished. She just despawned. She's just gone. You know, in video games when you like look around, it's called culling, right? It's called visual culling when you're not looking at something and they disappear. He took his eyes off that NPC, and when he looked around, when he looked back into that direction, she's just gone. It's to save CPU. It's to save CPU resources, guys. Trust me. All the people behind him are just disappearing, just like in Cyberpunk 2077. It's just like everyone in front of him is spawning in, but people behind them, they're despawning to save resources. This is all, China is a simulation. And they disappear, exactly. It's just, they're all culled. They're all gone. Peak optimization by China. The United States should learn a thing or two. Too much people behind me. The Chinese government has been optimizing their citizens for so long. They've just despawned them when you walk behind them. You gotta get the optimization chip installed in your brain. Look at this though. It's a nice little plaza area. Too much entities in areas that aren't rendered, exactly. I mean, these NPC models are high poly count. They can't have them on all the time. So once they're gone from your view, they're just disappeared. Chinese people are high poly count. They're just ultra high detail all the time. I love this though. I love this. Look at this. Sorry, I don't know why I'm like gushing at this like wall design, but that's a good wall. I see this wall and I'm like, that's a good wall. That's a good wall design right here. W wall design. That's cool. Sorry, I don't know why I had to point that out. I just thought it was really cool. Looks like, it reminds me of like an ancient temple. Yeah, walls like that just hit different. It's true. You know, one of my favorite movies is the fucking shitty. People think it's shit because it doesn't make sense for a Karate Kid movie because it's not even karate. But one of my favorite movies is the Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan Karate Kid, where he's just in China, in Beijing, and I love it because it has so much like good imagery of China. It's cool. It indoctrinated my mind when I first saw it because it's like I want to go there, bro. That is literally like the movie. That is the movie that brought me into a Chinese time in my life. That was it. That was it. That was the movie that indoctrinated me. I'm like, if I could be Jackie Chan and Jaden Smith, it's cool. It's cool. A lot of dogs running around too. That was a Chihuahua, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, look at that. It's like a little like American Chihuahua. That's a fat Chihuahua. I don't even know if that's a Chihuahua, but he looks like a Chihuahua. I know, modern things are just too sleek and simplistic. Preach, brother, preach. Like, I hate the international style of buildings where everything's just a big glass and metal cube. Go back to when things are made out of like stone and brick and like, you know, masonry. I was not ready for the emphasis on fat Chihuahua. Look at that fat Chihuahua. Fat fucking Chudwawa, dude. That's a Chudwawa. That's not even a Chihuahua, it's a Chudwawa. Anyways. This is sick. This is cool. Look at how far that wall expands. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Chudwawa. That's a Chudwawa. W vibes. W vibes. This looks like he's walking into like more... I think there's just apartments to his right. Apartments to his left too. You know how Americans, at least people in the West, are like, the Chinese government spies on you with all the fucking cameras and everything and whatever the fuck. I'm like, fuck it, dude. Our government does the same exact shit, but we're tolerant of that. If we gotta live in a place like this, I don't give a shit if the government spies on me. If it's for my own safety, I don't give a fuck. Look at how nice this place is. They can have a fucking security camera up my fucking asshole if I don't have to see any more trash on the ground. I don't care. This is nice. This is a nice place to live. They can spy on me all they freaking want to. And look, this little service box. I don't even know if this is graffiti, but this is some nice artwork on the side of that fucking service box. Like, there'd be graffiti on that and shit. Like, it's not nice to look at. I like some buildings in the UK because it looks like traditional or original houses. Those are cool. Like the Victorian style buildings. Oh, those are cool. We have some of those in Canada too because, you know, when Canada was being built, a lot of the cities in the earlier times had Victorian style buildings, so it was nice to see. So a lot of the time in like downtown areas of a lot of Canadian cities, if they're that old, they will have those Victorian style buildings. It's nice to see. But most of the time, like modern buildings stick out like a sore thumb because it's just built next to these traditional buildings, and it just doesn't look right. It just doesn't look proper. Basic and simplistic, exactly. The modernization of buildings these days are like the main reason I want to go back to medieval times. I disagree. This is me personally. I don't think, well, hold on. I don't think I can live with not having indoor plumbing in my house if it was the medieval times. I don't care if I get to only live to like 30 years old. Who fucking cares? right? If I can't shit inside a house, I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't want to shit in an outhouse like Shrek. That's just not for me, Pistachio. I can't shit in a little shack in the woods like Shrek. I don't care if you guys can. I can't do it. If that's the only thing that's like keeping me from living in a medieval place, then then so be it. Yeah, I mean aesthetically, I think just like people put a lot more artistry and craftsmanship in buildings back in the day, and people cared about that stuff. Like like the facades of buildings, even during the Baroque times, the Renaissance times. Hell, I'd say, like, we just didn't care enough. Look at that corgi walking down the stairs. Bro is coming. Hold on, sorry. I'm getting off track, but you need to watch this corgi like walk down the stairs. It's the cutest fucking thing. Watch this guy. Watch this guy. Oh, look at him go. Look at him go. Look at him go. Look at him go. That's so cute. Is that you walking outside? This is me. This is me. This is me with a camera. What was I talking about? I forgot. I think it's just, what was I talking about? Like the craftsmanship of buildings back in the day was just so nice. People cared about that stuff more. And I wish we still did. And I know that I kind of get that like making those types of buildings today would cost a lot more and take a lot longer to build. But if that's the case, then so be it, honestly. I don't know. People just build disgusting metal boxes for no reason. And it just looks so gross and ugly. Bro's just like dumping his cocaine out. What is that? Oh no, he just dumped like hot oil or like boiling water into that storm drain. That's awesome. Yeah, no, this is just me walking outside. Hello, Cisno, welcome in. How are you doing, by the way? Welcome, welcome. Good morning, man. Yeah, like when we did as a society decide a box like aesthetically pleasing. Oh yeah, no, I was gonna talk about Art Deco. Art Deco is one of my favorite architectural styles that we as a society just didn't spend enough time on. Like there was just not enough examples of Art Deco buildings because it peaked in like the 40s and the 50s, and then suddenly after the war happened, we just didn't care about Art Deco anymore. Like it was just like, I don't know, it was just like a lost style that people just didn't care about anymore. And it was like a perfect blend of like artistic and modern, and it looked nice and sleek while also having like a beautiful like artistic expression. And then everyone just forgot about it. And like the best example of that is like the Chrysler building in New York. Why don't we see more of those buildings? I don't know, because people wanted to build like 500-meter tall like skyscraper like metal and glass skyscrapers instead that are just literal like Lego brick buildings, like rectangles. Like that's it. They just wanted to do it. Is China? It is China, yeah. Now we got like Bauhaus, exactly. Good band also. Rainy loves Bauhaus. I know you're talking about the buildings, but yeah. But it's also because for a lot of these things, the reason why people shift from one architectural style to another is, again, to fit the needs of the people. And coming out of a war and during a recession where all these countries are rebuilding after being bombed so many times, right? You gotta house people for as little as possible, right? You don't have a lot of money, you have a lot of displaced people who don't have houses, who don't have jobs, right? You gotta like literally build housing for them in the most affordable way possible, and that's understandable, right? You gotta fit the needs of your people at the time. But I want human society to go to a point where we again as a society just like value artistic expression when it comes to architecture more than the functionality of buildings. Like I'm so tired of these square buildings. We need to bring back beautiful brick facades, or just like build a building that's just like beautiful for the sake of being beautiful, while also like caring enough about the inside. You know, like it. There's something human about making these buildings look artistic, right? And it's the most efficient and convenient stuff. Yeah. Unk is ready to clock out. He's yawning. He's on his way home. Is that like a candy store? Look at all the candy in here. I can't read that. But this looks like a little like candy store or something. Like loads of candy in there. Little treats. Looks like more of a like a lot of like convenience stores too. I don't know what it's called. This is cool. Some nice restaurants. Little kitty walking out. Seems like there's like dim sum there. Some buns. It smells like dried food and nuts and all those, like a spice store. Ah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Okay. Also, did I say hello Cisno and hello Pistachio? How are you guys? 6'7". Did you see that? When he turned around, it said 6'7". Look at this. Oh no, 68. 6'7", 6'7", 6'7". Sorry. How are you doing? Says no. Oh, I see you got the NASA badge. W. That's awesome. Oh yeah. Shout out to the. I see Grimmy has brain rot. Yeah, Sizzle works at NASA. Shout out to the astronauts who made it safely back to Earth yesterday. So nice to see that they were able to get back safe and sound. It was nice to see. This is right. Wow, NASA. Who's part of the landing yesterday? Were you on the aircraft carrier, taking the astronauts back? Look at that big fucking boy. That's a big boy. Like, hold on. I know. Pistachio already knows what I'm gonna be talking about. Look at the scale of this cat compared to like its background. That's a big cat. With my hands behind my back. Yeah, it was scary. It was scary. You never want these things to like end in a tragedy. Like Vika was saying, like he can't watch stuff like that because it's like it just makes you so anxious. Because what if there's like a system failure or something and you just blow up in the atmosphere? Like that's entirely possible. But all the things that could have went right, and I'm so fucking glad that it went right. Like all the parachutes open, everything, and entry was good. Oh, thank God. Anyways, that's a big boy. That's a big boy. And I'm assuming it's a street cat. That's a big boy. He's just walking. He's walking like he owns the place too. Like you know he's a big tomcat that like owns this block. Everything went perfectly. Exactly. Everything went perfectly. People must feed him well. I mean, he's walking around in like the little marketplace, so no, good for him. Good for that cat. That's a big boy. We got like chickens over here. And ducks. Is that ducks? No, they're rabbits. Oh no, these are pigeons. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I was blocking it, but these white things aren't the same as this. This one's like little pigeons or doves. They have chickens here, and these guys are actually rabbits. These guys are rabbits. Dude, I love rabbit meat. I don't know if you guys have ever had it. Rabbit meat is like sweet. And it's nice. And it's kind of underrated because it's like kind of hard to eat just because it's like has a lot of little bones in it and you don't get a lot of meat. But like rabbit meat is one of my favorite foods that you can put in a soup. But I'm a fan of rabbit. My dad has a friend who has a farm. Or no, he works. He has an occupation where he can get rabbit meat, right? And he sometimes gets it as like, I don't know, like to take home from when he visits like a farm or whatever. And he sometimes gets rabbit meat. and he likes to make it into a stew. And it's very delicious because that guy like farms rabbits and stuff. I can smell that coop. I know. Chicken coops have like a distinct smell. Chicken shit. Oh no, there's also ducks here. There are also ducks. Fresh food. Never had it, but I want to try. I love duck. Never had rabbit before. You should definitely try it. I love duck. That was it. That was it, chat. That was it. Oh, let's watch this old. This might be like the last one. We'll chat for like another 30 minutes, and then I think I'll wrap up stream after this video. Oh, duck in Hong Kong is so good. I love like roast duck. I love roast duck. I never get to have it like enough. It's always during like a special occasion, but I love duck. Duck is so good. Dude. 7? 6? Sorry. Anyways. Roast duck in Hong Kong. No. Come on. Come on, Pistachio. Come on, says no. Can I have a little fun? Only you that sees these things. See, if Grim Evil was here, she'd also point that out. So it's like, whatever, man. Whatever. It's like, you know, you guys don't like it when I have fun. It's a nice little boardwalk. So can you call it a boardwalk? Boardwalk's usually by the water, but this isn't really by the water. It's like on the side of a cliff. I see them too. Dude, bro is sweating. Big man is sweating. You got this, buddy. You got this. He is walking uphill. I know he's like, he just has a tired look on his face. I get it. I get it. Is he giving me like relapses? You got me wanting duck too. Why do you like these 4 women have the same dress on? Like, what is up with that? Did they have like the same memo? Like, she's got the same dress, she's got the same dress, she's got the same dress. Don't get me wrong, they're beautiful. They're beautiful dresses. But they're all wearing the same thing. It's like a chord. Oh, look at the kitty up there. Look at the big like kitty plushie. Trendy, I guess. Yeah, that's a trend. Maybe they had like a photo shoot or something. Rain Rod is infecting everyone. Don't say that. Sorry, he's doing it again. If you guys don't notice, look at what he's doing. All this space. Guys. How much do you want to bet that when he walks next to this woman, he turns around and she's gonna disappear again? Is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen again? Well, let's just play it. I think she's busy on her phone, so if he turns around and she's still there, huge props. But if he turns around and she, oh, he doesn't. Okay. Wait, is he gonna turn around? Please, when you turn around towards the boardwalk, that she's gone. I'm biting my tongue. He's not gonna do it. Fuck it, dude. Whatever. Like, I wanted to see what happened. I guess it's a mystery. Whatever. I was also look at this. Look at this, chat. There's an old like black and white analog television. Gotta keep you guessing. Schrodinger's NPC. Is she there? Is she really not there afterwards? Ant-Man, Ego, and Light, your way home. What the fuck? Chat, what does that mean? Ant-Man, Ego, and Light, your way home. Okay. This is cool. They got like a little analog TV here, black and white. This is a nice like area. I guess they call it like the old town of Chongqing. So this is like old buildings. You can definitely tell because look at the brickwork and everything, and the tile on the road. They Google translated it. I wonder what the hell that means. The hell does that mean? Are there doves in those cages? Either that or the translation is just really bad in English. Ant-Man, Ego, and Light your way home. Ant-Man, Ego. What could like a Chinese traditional thing. What the fuck could Ant-Man mean in Chinese? I guess they're just really a big fan of the Ant-Man. Is Ant-Man big in China? What does this say? I don't even know. I think it's like French or something. Don't think so. I'm gonna tell myself Ant-Man is like next to like John Cena in China. You know how John Cena is like good Chinese? I'm sure Ant-Man. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, this is a theater. It's a theater. You might see it in Tip to Tip when Ludwig tries speaking Chinese. Probably. This is beautiful. This is a nice little area. Open space. This is kind of like our own Tip to Tip chat, if you think about it. I mean, we're not speaking Chinese like at all. I don't know anything. But it's like I'm immersed and I'm speaking to you guys and I'm sharing my experience while walking through Old Town in Chongqing. Right, this is a nice way to spend my morning. You parishioners have tips? No, you guys are very round. Round to round. Thank you for daily offering. 3 teeth? Distilled, you don't have to feel bad about your offering today, because you gave more than Sizzle. Yeah, exactly. That might be the lowest teeth offering that I've seen, but thank you for the offering. 18. See, that's what I want to see. Thank you, Pistachio, for the 18 teeth. You just got tooth mogged by, and thank you for the. Never mind. Look at Chris with a tooth mog. 31 teeth plus golden tooth. Thank you for the offering, Chris. Also, how are you doing? We are just watching a video of this man walking around in Chongqing and standing next to women, and the women leaving every time he stands next to them. Hello, Paro. Hello, chat. How are you doing, Chris? Other teeth went bad. Chris the goat. How are you doing, Chris? But yeah, we're having our own Tip to Tip. We're just like watching a video of this guy walking around in Chongqing and just chatting, pretty much. Most of the stream has been spent like talking about how much I hate like North American cities and how much better I think cities in Asia are typically built. You'll never guess who's sick again. I gotta hang up the coat and retire after being mobbed by Chris. No, I still believe there's a chance for you, Distilled. Hope you're all well. Aw, man, take care of yourself, Chris. Hope you feel better soon. Time to make more sick plays. True. Bro spent like 30 seconds walking around this place. He's like, fuck it, this place is boring. I'm leaving. Fuck this place, bro. Mog North American cities 100%. Yeah, like as much as I think 500 capacity surface parking and a Walmart Supercenter and a Costco would be in a place like this, I don't know, dude. This seems a little bit cooler, marginally cooler even. Just a little bit. Look, and the street turns blue and they're like, everyone's taking a picture of the blue street. They're like, I've never seen this in my life before. A blue street? That's mystic blue, dude. That's Neverlive mystic blue. I think a McDonald's in this tiny alley would go well. I think a McDonald's with a drive-through in this tiny alley would go really, really well. What do you think? Like an 18-lane highway. Gang camera just walked in between their photo shoot. This dude does not care. He just walks next to women while they're just having a good time. He just all the time he just doesn't move out of the way. This guy walks in the middle of the road. He's stopping here for some reason. I think he's like waiting for something. This guy would just walk in the middle of the road. He would just like walk into frame of like people taking pictures. Like he just does not give a shit. He got paid for this job. He's doing it for doing whatever he can for an inconvenience. Like it's like he's training to be like a Google Map Street View guy. He might as well be at this point. Like he's going to places where Jufu has probably never been. Go down there, please. Look at that cat. Look at that cat. 2 cats. There's 2 cats. 1 cat and little cats. These guys are like kittens. Can you pet the cat? You better pet the cat. There's like big balls in this alleyway. There's a lot of balls in this alleyway. What's up with that? Are they like lamps? I think they're lamps. This is really pretty though. Nice old town area. Is he just gonna turn around and walk back? There's not really anywhere he can go here. He's like, well, well, I just found myself in a dead end. Time to walk back, I guess. Some sort of light lamps, yeah, probably what it is. Tiny cat, yeah. I like that other big cat that we saw. That guy was huge. The more he does this, the less it feels like he's flying out. He's just walking around for shits and giggles. There's at least 30 people in China right now with this dude in their photo. Like, people are either intentionally taking pictures of him, or he just like walks into frame of their pictures. Yeah, we were here earlier. This is like literally where we were like 5 minutes ago. How long has this video been? 9 minutes. We were here like 9 minutes ago. He started here, I'm pretty sure. There was like literally nowhere for him to go in that area, so he just walked back. I mean, it was a nice place. It was a nice like little like secluded area. It was really pretty. You know what? I don't even blame him for going to that place, because it was a nice little space. A lot of pretty coffee shops too. Look at this. Actually, I don't think it's a coffee shop. I think it's just it's like a restaurant. That's a really pretty restaurant. Side quest. Please go down there. Yes, yes. He's going down another side street. Guys, how much do you want to wager that when he goes down here, he keeps going, or if it ends up being a dead end and he just walks back? I'd say there's an 80% chance that he walks back. It's a dead end? Yeah, I'm thinking so. I'm thinking it's a dead end as well. Look at the little tents. What's this? There's like little cat tents. I think these are like little cat house. That's cute. That's cute. He's peeking around a corner. He's jiggle peeking like a CS:GO. Why does this dude move like he's some sort of like... This dude is like the most suspicious guy ever. Can you like just walk in a normal like pick a place to go, man? Like just keep walking. He saw there was nothing down there and turned around. He literally he's like, that looks boring. That would not make for a good YouTube video. I mean, he can go down there. That place looks pretty interesting. Okay, but this is a cool shot. But I can just imagine this dude is holding a GoPro up and he's like just standing in front of this like restaurant, and the restaurant workers are looking at him thinking like, is he gonna come in or not? Like look at bro, look at bro, look at bro. I will say he does have a fly haircut. That is a bigger camera than I thought he was holding. That's a big like DSLR. That's a big camera. Like he's got a whole rig going on. That's crazy. Very visible. I thought he'd be like more discreet. Like he'd have like the Google Glass. But no, he's actually holding like a big camera. Like he's just doing this. People just like see him and he's like, yeah. It's definitely like really awkward to walk with. I mean, it is 4K. That's kind of the point. You're right. Look at that little shop with all the red spikes. What's up with that? A lot of people here though. I should have kept going on the other spot, honestly, and like could have walked unimpeded, but you know, this is for the vibes, I guess. He can at least plan his route. I think he did. I think his plan is to just walk down this like this like street. But he's like, you know what? If I see a side street that looks interesting, I'll go down there. But I like that in that second time, in the second street that he went down, he's like, let me see if there's anything down here first. And then if there's nothing, if it doesn't look interesting enough, I'll turn back. And it's really funny. Because you can kind of hear what he's thinking in his head. This guy likes to peek through the windows. He is a bit of a creep. Please go down there. Please go down the street. Please sit next to the cat statue. It doesn't. Is he? Yeah, he is taking another left. He's going down the street again. He's going down the street. I like all the cats though. The cats are really cute. Ice cream, it's true. There's nothing here. Can you go down there? Go down there, go down there. Please go down there. I hope they tell him to fuck off. I hope they're gonna be like, this is a actually no. You know what? W place. This is really a third time's a charm moment. This is a really pretty area. This is sick. They got like a water feature, they got like a tree here. There's a bistro. It says bistro up there. I think the building with the restaurant says ice cream. I think so too. You know what? This is definitely this one panned out. This little side quest, it panned out. Now he's gonna do a little turnaround. That's cute. He's gonna do a little turnout. He's like, guys, look what I found. If I didn't go down here, you would never see it. You would have never seen this ever. But I think if he goes up those stairs, I think that's like the way out. Or he goes down here. Where does he go? Go down here? Doraemon! Guys, I loved Doraemon when I was a kid. Doraemon was W Faps. The seats under the tree look so nice. I agree. And it's kind of a shortcut. I hope he doesn't go back down there because there's like nothing over there. Gotta wait for Unk. He muted his video. Did that guy say something evil? What the fuck? Oh, I think one of the shops might have been playing some DMCA music. For sure. The video is like muted. No, he definitely just muted it. It's just like there's no audio. They're playing like Katy Perry or some shit. This is nice. Look at this. Beautiful. Nice. Oh. Yeah, the cafe must be playing some, yeah. He's like half walking into a cafe. Like the waiters for sure think he's gonna take a seat. Yeah, definitely. I just wanted to like stick a camera in that couple's face. They're just having a conversation. He's low-key doing it too, like he wants to, he's a freak. I'm sorry. This girl just like mad dogging him. He's like, I hope this guy doesn't come up to me and like stick that camera in my face. She looks away, she's like, okay, I gotta stop making eye contact. He's coming closer. She's kind of servant face though. Like, she's gorge. She's gorge. The guy's just not giving her time of day. The guy she's on a date with is just like on his phone. He is definitely just wandering around for sure. I mean, it's a nice place. Going where the wind takes. He's literally. This is the equivalent of like vibe queuing in Overwatch. He's just walking around for the vibes. He's vibe queuing. He's vibe queuing real life. He's vibe queuing real life, chat. He's a quick play warrior. He's learning the map. This bro has bad map sense, but you know what? He's learning. You better walk in there. What is he doing in there? He's asking to work or something. Oh, he's probably like, can I just like film the window? That's probably what he said. Trying to find who the Halifax are. He's like, I got good map sense, trust me. Are they kicking him out? This looks like a massage, like a spa or something, like a massage parlor. Probably what it is. He probably walked in here and was like, happy ending for one, please. And they're like, fuck off, dude. Those workers are definitely talking about him in a moment he leaves, yeah, for sure. Please go down there. Yes. Yes. Dude, he's taking all the routes and he's going down them. I love this. It's like an ancient door. Did you see her? Can we do a double take on that? Sis was just chilling. She sees the camera and she makes the right decision. This guy's on a list in this neighborhood now. She didn't want any part of that. She didn't want any part of that. He is on like the neighborhood watch for sure. He is definitely on a neighborhood watch. That was so awkward. She could have just like not done anything and just sat there and she wouldn't have lost any aura. But she did, and she like turned away. And she lost aura. Like that's her actual issue. That's her skill issue. Unfortunately. Look at the plants. The plants are so cute. That was really funny. Good decision. Good decision to not follow that woman down the dark alleyway. You would definitely be on a list if you did. Yes, turn this way instead. Look at the pretty art shops. Look at the pretty art shops though. Definitely like boutiques and everything. I mean, there was like security cameras, so. This guy is so funny. You think he would? You think he's gonna do it? No, definitely not. He's not gonna go down there. I don't think he saw anything like interesting. He would if he didn't have a camera, for sure. Off cam he would, yeah. This guy's a freak. Just kidding. Let's see a calligraphy shop in that. Like they make like paper, no, not calligraphy. They make like paper lanterns in there. That was cool. I honestly thought he was gonna stop next to that girl. Nice. That's a good shot. W shot. Can you sit next to those two women, like doing their makeup? Please just stand next to them. He was literally about to. If he just stood in front of them and just like turned his back while those two women were like doing their makeup, that would have been so funny. Found. Definitely. The paper lanterns are so cute. Can you stand in front of that guy and his girlfriend taking a picture, please? This guy is peak NPC. He would train the NPC behavior beforehand. He is literally like what NPC pathfinding behavior is like trained on. Like developers take his his this camera data, and they just like, this is what we need our NPCs to do to make it seem like it's a believable city. We're just gonna have like 500 of these guys walking around China. Bro is AI. This is the route your NPC takes when you can't find him. Actually, though, please go down there. Please go down there. I know you want to. I know you want to. He wants to so bad. He's like, do I go down that street or there might be nothing there? Let's just keep going the main street. Actually, he saw a dead end, yeah. Dude, 7. They better say 6 on the other side. No, it's just 7. Never mind. Fuck my life. That's where the 7 is. That's where the 7 is. I think this is the end of the main street, yeah. One of those NPCs that walk at walk at a different speed than your character, yeah, for sure. But they got like glass like lanterns now hanging overhead. From the 6 earlier, yeah, from the 6. Yeah. This is like the ultimate side road now though. Like I have a feeling he might turn around again. There doesn't seem to be anything down here, but he might just keep going. Because where the fuck else is he gonna go? He chose to go up those stairs with his big ass cameras, yeah. Oh look, no, there might be like a main street at the end of this alley. Please just keep walking extremely slow behind that old woman. Like, yeah, that's... Look at his shadow, bro. Like, his fucking shadow. I can't. If that old woman was like looking at her phone, if she looked up and saw that shadow like creeping up on her, she would have like jumped. Like, genuinely. If he saw that shadow of that big man and his fat ass camera, she would have like jumped and like turned around. She would for sure. Imagine he turns around just before he hits the next street. That would be the biggest cuck of this video. The biggest fucking cuck moment. Hashtag cuck moment of this video. That's a really nice like restroom building though. Looks really clean. Looks really clean. Looks really nice. This part is well lit. Doesn't look as sketchy as like like 30 seconds ago. You know what? I fuck with these trees like right here. Like how are they just like growing on the side of this like stone? That's insane. Those are some like hardcore ass trees. They're just like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking break the brick that I'm growing on and just like, you know, fuck everything. China's public restrooms crazy good. I believe it. I believe it. Like they look really clean and well kept. You just stand in the middle of those 3 ladies having a conversation. I wish I could understand what they're saying. Other than like plants overgrown on the walls and stuff, that's really cool. It's a really cool little thing. You look at that, look at those roots on the side of that wall. It's insane how these plants grow. That kid got a sick ass plane. What's this? For the restaurant? I think he's coming up on like a back street here, so we're coming up on like a main road. Can we like skip this part? This is like really boring. Please go down here. Please go down there. Please go down this star. No. Okay, he's gonna keep going up the stairs. He's gonna take the road. Yeah, just go where the cars go. It doesn't matter. Yeah. You know, there's a place where you'll walk, but you know, we're just gonna walk in the middle of the road. That's fine. You got intimidated by the mass of people? After like all the shit he's been to, yeah, he's probably got like negative face. I got like negative rep in this area of Chongqing. Guys, I swear if he just turns around and goes down that street anyways, like, oh. No, all this. Hello, Vanya. I don't know what you said, but what's up, man? How are you doing, Vanya? Yeah, no, he's just going back. He's just going back in there. He's just back. Like, I think this entire part of this video is completely unplanned. It says hello, my friends. Huge. Hi, Vanya. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, this entire part of the video is just unplanned. He did not plan any of his shit. Bro, pick a direction and walk. He turns around again. I don't know. I'm getting like tilted. This is like walking around ranked or something. Competitive walking. Like I'm just like, bro is making bad plays. He has like no map. He's like no map sense. He's not even jiggle peeking his corners. Like what the fuck? He's engagement baiting for real. I'm returning to a very Chinese time in my life. I took Chinese for 5 years during middle school, high school. Nice. Yeah, I knew that. I thought Juania was like actually Chinese for like the longest time, and then she revealed to me that she was Filipino and said, and it was like the most flabbergasted up. Don't go down here again. We've been here, bro. Like what? I'm pissed off. This entire like latter half of this video. Did I tell you that, Juania? I told you this, like, I thought you were Chinese, like, and then you were like, no, Paro, I'm Filipino. And I'm like, there's no way. I thought you were Chinese. And then you were like, you just met me in a very Chinese time in my life. Yeah, like 2 weeks ago. Bro, this is rage bait. This is rage bait. There's no way he's turning around now. Oh my god. Yo, negative aura. Negative aura. These ladies remember his ass and they're like, oh my god, this guy's he started walking faster. He started walking faster. That's crazy. He's like, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. He lost so much aura. I don't think you actually told me you thought I was Chinese. Just that you met me at a very Chinese time. No, I definitely think I told you that I thought you were Chinese. I know. I think it's like your name plus like you were talking about talking in Chinese on Twitter, and I'm like, okay, Juania's Chinese. Like they're just Chinese. There's no other way. There's Chinese. He looked like he wanted to go up, pulling up the receipts. Probably. I don't know if you're gonna find it. I think I said this like on a stream or something. I think you popped into my chat one time and I said, Juania, aren't you Chinese? And you're like, no, I'm Filipino. That's it. Yeah, it was on stream. It was on stream. Unfortunately, you're not gonna find it. No receipts, but I did remember saying that I thought you were Chinese. Just because of all the things you were talking about, like on Twitter, just like saying that you're like Chinese or I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But I mean, yeah, the name is very Chinese-esque because the Huanyangosaurus was found in China. Oh, I see. That makes sense. That makes sense. Now that I know that. I actually didn't know that before, but now that I know that, it's pretty cool. But you're Chinese in my heart. But also Filipino. Well, yeah, do you know that thing online? You better take a left. I don't think I think he's gonna go back down. What's the point of going? He didn't plan this. It's what pisses me off. I don't know if this is the same channel as the other video that we watched. I don't think it's the same exact channel, but the other video that we watched of the guy walking around in Chongqing was like more planned. Like he didn't walk around in a circle. Like he keeps walking back and forth. Like just cut this out. You don't have to go back. If he goes back right the way he came from, I'm gonna tweak. Like there's no point. Yeah, that guy went a proper direction. Like we saw new things every single second. Like he's literally treating this like a Metroidvania, bro. What is this, like Hollow Knight? Why do you have to like backtrack so many times? You're pissing me off. He's like, I forgot to get a collectible here, chat. He's like, he's treating this China walk around like it's a Metroidvania. Like fuck, oh, what are you doing? Like what do we? He edited the copyright music out, but he's not gonna take this out. Yeah. He's like, I don't want to get DMC, but I gotta get footage. I know I'm not gonna get enough footage if I completely cut out this 5-minute segment of me just walking to the same fucking place without checking the map. Exactly. He didn't plan this shit. That's crazy. It's content, I guess. This is the worst. What a terrible video to end the stream on. This is terrible. First he stands like next to women and he just points his camera towards like businesses and shit through the windows. Like this guy's like on a list. The only thing he got out of this is that he's on a watch list now. He's just on a watch list. Like everyone in this area is gonna remember the dude with a big ass camera just walking around filming women. Yeah, the the girls are very pretty. They're very trendy. There's a group of girls like in the beginning of this video that were all wearing the same thing. It was really cute. All the people will remember him. He made it to the main street. He better walk in the middle of the road. Please just like cross the road for no reason. Please just cross this busy highway for no reason. The video should just end with him getting hit by a car. Unfortunately, it doesn't. Unfortunately, it doesn't. What is this guy's problem? That's what we're saying, Wanya. That's what we're saying. It just that entire video was such rage. Also, this is a cool building. Look at that. Look at that. That's crazy sick. Anyways, I do have to end the stream here, chat. I do have to end the stream here, unfortunately, because I have to get ready. I'm watching the new Mario movie. I have to watch a new Mario movie in like a few hours, and I have my friends picking me up, so I have to end the stream. Enjoy movie. Thank you. Guys, see Rosalina? I do. It was just so funny analyzing his movements and gestures. There were so many parts of this video that was so hilarious. Like him walking faster, like the second time when he was passing those three women. The girl like running away after seeing the camera being pointed in her face. Him just like standing next to that woman again was just the fucking funniest thing ever. It wasn't, I will say, it wasn't as good like cinematically as the first video that we watched about Chongqing, but this one was better comedically because it made us laugh a lot more. I just send you a tweet and let me know if it's true. Okay, I will let you know after I watch the movie. Regarding the Mario movie, that time when he jiggle peeked the alleyway to see if he should go down, it was so funny. He was literally playing CSGO. This whole thing was just a vibe queue. It literally was just like NPC vibe queue. Comp vibe queue. It was crazy. Nothing was planned. Nothing was. You just walked around, and I think that's fine. I think more people should just take videos of them walking around, and that's beautiful. WNPC behavior. I agree. Wholeheartedly, I agree with this. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I should send you guys off to somebody, or we could just end stream. I don't know. Let's see who's online. I don't know if anyone's online at this time. This is like a really early Parokia stream. No one I'm following is live. I think we might just end stream. I don't really want to write into anybody because I don't want to interact with people. Anyways, love you guys. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you for watching me just yap. It was a really good like 4-hour yap sesh. That was crazy. Usually my just chatting streams aren't this long, but this was fun. This is really fun. Um, Hopefully, I'm manifesting Pariokia in China in 2030. Guys, please donate. Please gift a sub, and it will all go into me going to Hong Kong and walking around exactly like this guy. I will not stand next to women because I don't want to be labeled as a creep. I saw Minecraft in like an hour of the stream. Nice, because that was so fun. Real Paro walking around stream. Guys, if you help me achieve my dreams, I too will make content exactly like this, just walking around China with a big fat camera. Because I do have the big fat camera. The only thing I don't have is a China to walk around in. And that's the only formula that's missing. And no, not standing next to women. I just said not standing next to women, guys. Please. Paro and Chris tip to tip, guys. If you every donation, every bit and every sub goes to Paro and Chris tip to tip, where we go to Hong Kong and we don't know how to speak Cantonese, and our lifeline is Mystic, who's living in the United States, and we just call up Mystic and we're like, what did this guy say? And we put them on speakerphone, and then some random guy yells Cantonese at the phone, and then Mystic translates it for us. As part of the experience, I can't do that. I can't do it. I can't do it. You can stand next to me, haha, bite slip. Fuck. It's a staple of the walking around stream. Is true. I can be in the van in the back to make sure you didn't die. Yeah, I mean, we gotta have like a safeguard. We gotta have like a team behind us and everything. We can't just be Chris and I just can't be like riding around China in a motorcycle without like safety. You know, we gotta have like a team behind us to help things work and run properly. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys again whenever I go live again. This was really fun, and hopefully I don't become depressed again and don't stream for another 2 weeks, because I do love streaming, but sometimes my freaking mental health gets the best of me, and I can't stream more than once every 2 weeks. It pisses me off. Anyways, I'm glad you guys enjoyed this. It was really fun streaming again, and I love talking and chatting, and it was a lot of fun. Bye-bye. Pay the actors to stand next to you for walking around the stream? Yes. Bye-bye, guys. Love you.